Hey, check it out, Holmes. Magrito Podcast Network presents, eh?
Chicano shuffle, tomando chelas, chingando tacos, having some fun. Chicano shuffle, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous, give him a beer. Chicano shuffle, Esteves and Lasso. Just lost a fan. Oh well, tough shit. Chicano shuffle. Ramon's el guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt.
We will.
Chicano shuffle. We love our fans. We hope you like this. If not, oh well. Dale steps. Hey there, shufflers. I'm here to talk to you about Manscaped.
A ver, dime más.
Are you tired of getting your pubes cut in the zipper? Low-key embarrassed of the comments around work that the compa leaving those warped and long pelos on the urinal? Your mata shedding is causing your plumbing to get clogged. Then why not get yourself the performance package? Not only do you get the Lawnmower 4.0, but you get the Weed Whacker. That's for your ears and nose. The anti-chafing deodorant, a soothing ball aloe spray, firme little travel bag, and even some calzones. It's a chingon package.
All right, for my package, yeah.
Yeah, you know. But wait, there's more. Is your mascara getting out of control? You find yourself getting that wolf of the breakfast you had earlier, only to find out that you had some of it stuck in your beard? Then Manscaped has the answer for you. The Beard Hedger by Manscaped. The Manscaped Hedger comes with a built-in adjustment setting, so not need to worry if you misplaced your favorite clip, and it's waterproof. And this time, if you have food stuck in your beard, that means that you're a sloppy eater, and no one can help you with that. Not even Manscaped. Not even us.
No.
No.
It's up to you to fucking be a little cleaner with your breakfast burrito, güey.
I know. Just cochinos, güey. Well, maybe it's because it gets out of hand, you know? So instead of landing on your shirt, te cae en la barba.
I don't have a barba that big, that massive, güey. So
I know. Fucking, but I'm just saying. Fuck it.
Sometimes it's a nice surprise, bro. You're fucking driving like,
For later.
oh shit, the pistachio we had. The fucking...
Como le dicen, the flavor saver?
The flavor saver?
That works,
but I
bro.
think that's for something else.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So if you want to stop getting your pubes cut in the zipper, clogging your plumbing, or your long squiggly pubes hanging out in the urinal looking like they want to start a fight,
Ay, güey.
why not order yourself the Performance Package and the Beer Hedger for your mascara as well? Then head on over to manscaped.com. Trust us, your pubes will thank you, your co-workers will thank you, the significant other will thank you, and you might even get to show it off to someone new. That'll make a great first impression. Get 20% off free shipping with the code Chicano Shuffle, one word, at manscaped.com. That's right. You get 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the promo code Chicano Shuffle, one word. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Hey, will this help me with like my promotion, güey? Because I feel like I need a promotion, güey.
What kind of promotion do you need for
I don't know. Do you need to see my pubes first, or how's this work?
I want to see your pubes, yeah.
Yeah, is that how the promotions work, güey?
Well, I mean,
Just my coworkers.
Well, I mean, it's because, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because I was at work the other day and fucking, I started going, we've talked about this, but están pinche like 2 or 3 pews right there, like looking at you como que quieren pleito, güey. Like, hey, what the fuck, bro?
They do, güey. They look like those dried up top ramen también, güey.
Yeah, ándale. Pero todos negros, güey. and shit. You know, like somebody like, what the fuck? I mean, don't people see this? Like when you finish, and like, oh shit, that wasn't there when I got here.
I mean, I don't think people really care that much, bro.
Hey, but so what you're saying is the pinche pelos in the urinal look like your House of Chingazos shirt? Ciao!
Fucking
Profesionales aquí, güey.
putazos o qué, güey. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Pinche segue chingón, güey.
Fuck yeah. You know, so you want a chingon ass shirt? Go to House of Chingazos.
I don't know if they would appreciate that segue, bro. Talking about pubes in the toilet and then get your shirt.
Comparing the shirt to the pubes. Yeah.
It's a stretch, but I see what you did
I
there.
mean, we made it flow in
I
nicely.
see what you did there.
You know, but let's just say you are shading pubes and someone finds out that it was you, but they're not gonna come up to you because you had a female shirt, you know? Get a nice one that's, you know, it brings joy to people.
Yeah.
They look at it, they read it, they're like, este
Yeah, te
cabrón.
van a rayar la madre, pero...
But he's witty.
But then they do a little chuckle at your shirt and
Yeah.
they're like, that's a good
Alright, first he's sour, then he's sweet.
Yeah, fuck. Exactly. You know, so why don't you get yourself a camisa too while you're at it? You know, you're like, I got my pubes under control, but I could use some changes in my life, you know? Update my wardrobe. Add some humor to it, or add some like conversation starters, or break the ice type of deal. So go to yourself to House of Chingazos. Call what is it? The promo code?
Chicano Shuffle, one word.
One word. All right. So let's just say all that. Fucking you pissed off the at work, everybody, or even in the church or lo que sea. You want to liven things up? Show up with some cafecito for the crew.
Míralo. Fuck, güey. Pinche professional in this
Show
fucking
us some
Toys R Us.
cafecito. They might say like, "Hey, este pinche guachalote, fucking leaving pubes everywhere." Or,
You can say guajolote.
I know I was gonna say
Pinche
guajolote.
turkey.
Pinche
The
guajolote.
pinche turkey lives shit everywhere.
Pinches pelos bien parados.
I'm fucking wanting to start a fight, you know. But he's got funny shirts, but fuck, he brings good coffee, you know. So,
Shit.
you know, why don't you order some Mistaza coffee? Add it up, fucking, and before you know it, you're not gonna be that hated person. They're like, they might have issues with you, but they're like, you know what though, they're all right.
Yeah, chido.
All right. Again, you could go to our links. Go to istazo.com, and I think there's still a promotion for that for new. Yeah, no.
And the links are on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just make it clear. Yeah, the pinche... Yeah, I think it's Shuffle, way.
Yeah, there we go. Shuffle.
For the coffee is Shuffle. For everything else, Chicano Shuffle. One word.
All right. Y con eso, let's start the podcast. Coming to you from an abandoned Toys R Us warehouse in City of Industry, Chicano Shuffle.
Yeah, fucking... Míralos.
I don't want to grow up, because if I did...
I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid.
But it just so happens we grew up anyways.
I never went to Toys R Us though. Way that bougie ass Ramon would buy toys, get toys bought out of Toys R Us. Way he always finds a way to shit on my childhood somehow.
You were the one with the problem. Because anytime I bring something like, oh, must be nice.
Well, dig.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, you had insurance?
We would go to Toys R Us.
Oh, you went to the dentist?
We would watch movies on cable. Like, fuck, bro.
A lot of the stuff that I tell you is like, not that we had cable, but my neighbor had cable. Not that my parents, they might have stopped by once or twice, whatever, but when I would go, it was because either the neighbor would take us or the comadre from Santana would take us. You know, so that's how, you know, my sister and I got a little bit of this.
Would they buy you toys or no? Or nomás
La
iban
comadre would.
a presumirte
La
de-
vecina, I think she might have bought once or twice, but not like it was all the time because she had her own kids.
But that sucks, right? Te llevaba a ti so you can see her buy her kids
Yeah,
some toys.
stuff, and you know, like that, you're like, ooh.
And then pobre Don Chano y Doña Meche, you would come on, ¿por qué no me compra nada a mí?
I know, fucking.
No más me llevan al dentista.
¿Por qué somos tan pobres? Yeah, no, but the thing is
Voy a ir
that
a mi cuarto.
if she didn't buy us toys or anything, the good thing is that she would take us to McDonald's after.
Dude, McDonald's. I went on this fast food rabbit hole this week on YouTube, because they're talking about how fast food's getting really expensive. I mean, people are like comparing prices, and obviously inflation and all that has to do with it. But then one of the fucking little rabbit holes of McDonald's that I was on. They were talking about how plain they look nowadays. Where you should remember how fucking colorful McDonald's were when we were kids. Like you obviously had like the little mini theme park in there where you can play, and then just the arches, the yellow. It was like more bright and more kind of inviting. And now all of them look very modern and kind of gray colors and stuff like that. And they were just talking about how like they don't really do much to like promote like the brand as much as they used to before. Man.
I think it's a trend or a fashion thing, right? Not a fashion. I think it's a trend amongst businesses, architecture, and even styles, because they're going with those what do they call it? Not monotone colors. They're
more muted.
Yeah.
The whole those buildings, the new apartment buildings, all that shit. It's always those like something more muted, more supposedly like natural colors, like shit like that. I see, or those fake facades, or like paneling. Like everything's a little more boring, no?
Yeah, that's what it was. A little
more bland, and because everybody just follows suit. Ya ves, todos los restaurants are that same color almost. With
I think the thing about McDonald's too is a lot of people don't realize that on paper, essentially they're a real estate company. Like restaurant is like not even like the primary business of McDonald's anymore. They're essentially a real estate company that has restaurants because they're more into like owning like the land that the franchisees fucking rent out. So I don't think they really put a lot of emphasis on like enticing people to come eat anymore because their revenues are somewhere else in real estate and también in other parts of the world. Where I think, you know, we had a little conversation about weight loss before we started recording, and I think a lot of people are a little bit more like health, like they make healthier choices, and I think definitely fast food restaurants like McDonald's and Burger King and places like that are definitely like I would think in the decline as a whole. But the thing is that in other countries they're still thriving, dude. Like in the Middle East, McDonald's, Domino's, like Latin America, like all these restaurants are making a shit ton of money still. And then here in the States they're like,
I mean, no sé, I don't think que se quedan atrás, güey. Because even like in the mornings, like on Saturdays, every McDonald's we pass on the way here, it's fucking packed. Like the lines, like to the street way. And even like the one by the house, when I go, if you go around like the eating times, breakfast, like lunchtime, dinner time, it's fucking packed, way. Like the drive-through line, ta vergas, way.
Is it?
So I don't think they're losing money.
They're losing money, yeah.
Revenues, like on the restaurant side.
Well, the revenues, as far as like as a whole, like the business is losing money every year, way. I mean,
shit.
Even if the one by your house is packed, that doesn't mean like as a corporation as a whole they're making money. There's certain pockets that they some of the franchise make money, but as far as like a company as a whole, they're not making as much as they used to, eh? And I think it's because people are a little bit more like, let's be honest though, where like McDonald's is McDonald's way. I mean, it's a fast food chain. You know what you're gonna expect, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of being more like, you know, I don't want to eat McDonald's. Let me eat something else, and I think it's affecting like the way that they care about their business, because they're more into like other revenues than actually having you and I buy a burger from them.
But I mean, I think también maybe we're probably the last generation that this applies to, but like our generation is probably the last one, pues, where we saw. Like, we started going to McDonald's more and taking our kids more, like the younger generation también, porque we didn't go as kids, you know? Like, McDonald's was like a luxury way. Like, si vas a McDonald's, you got a Happy Meal. Oh, shit, we're going to fucking McDonald's, a big deal.
Good grades.
So you grow up and, like, you get some money, pues, and you want to do things you couldn't do as a kid. Mm-hmm. And then, by default, your kids just end up growing up with McDonald's. And to them, it's not a big deal. And then you can have that change you're talking about where they're like, McDonald's is like whatever way. It's kind of shitty anyways, type of thing. So I think it's a new generation. Pero the second point también is that a lot of companies are exactly what you're saying. Like, you think McDonald's is hamburgers, but like the corporate McDonald's is really the, like you're saying, like landowner, like real estate. Mm-hmm. También the airlines, you think fucking, you know, they always complain, oh shit, we're fucking losing money, we need a bailout. Yeah, but what they don't tell you is fucking they're making a chingo. They're more of a bank than they're an airline way. They make their money with all the fucking cards and the fucking. You think, oh, te están dando points just because? No way. They make the bulk of their money off the fucking the credit cards they give people way.
Yeah.
They're more bank now than their airlines, but then chillang and they're not making money on the airlines losing money.
No.
And then they get bailouts, but they're making money off the fucking cards and the partnerships with the fucking banks. They're more bank than their airline. People like this guy saying way, like McDonald's a corporate could care less about the burgers, I guess now. Well, not care less, but
It's not a priority.
it's
like
not
it
their
used to
pedo. Like
before,
the franchisee will worry about that, you know.
And I would say that's upper management, maybe CEO, people in those kind of closed doors and meetings, them kind of reading the charts and say, hey guys, we're losing money. Let's get into something else. Well, let's start fucking buying land, and then franchise the restaurants will they'll rent from us. And so it's a smart business way to be able to adapt, but I just think that like this guy is right, where like we see these companies and we're like, oh, they're hurting. Come on, dude, they're not fucking hurting. I mean, we shit on Toys R Us, or we were making fun of Toys R Us earlier. I mean, you could say that Amazon had to do with the demise of it or the fall, but a lot of it was inside fucking dumb business moves that they made.
They made bad decisions,
and it fucked up the business part. But were you telling me that, or we're talking about it, that they're opening up Toys R Us like in little Macy's or something?
And in Macy's, they'll turn a corner or like a part of it into like a Toys R Us. Yeah, someone was telling me that they take their kid. También I was telling Ramon too, even like Starbucks, way que fucking, I mean, obviamente les va bien. Pinche Starbucks are always fucking packed, and most of them are company owned, except like the airport ones, shit like that. The only ones that they don't own are the ones like they would have no way to own it, like an airport where they won't just sell them the land type of shit. So they get like special like permission. Pero like I was saying Ramon not too long ago, like last year, I forgot how many fucking millions and millions they got, like pretty much as a company, like a bonus way of people that just never use their the gift card that on your physical one, or now everybody just uses the phone. Like you put money on it, or you buy a gift card for someone. That money in California, pues it's different. Like there's a couple states like California that money, that gift card is good forever. Way like you can show up with it like 10. If that thing's still around 10 years later, those $10 on your gift card, you can still go redeem it.
Yeah.
But a lot of states say, okay, fucking, if they're not redeemed within a couple years, the company just gets to fucking kind of keep that way. Last year what they could keep was like in the millions, like the tens of millions way that people didn't redeem. So that's money that we don't even think about. Oh shit, they're just making money, just fucking, that's just sitting in their way. And instead of fucking, pues decir, hey, ¿sabes qué? Pues right now we're having these fucking fights with unions and no les pagamos enough. How about we dole out some bonuses or something to fucking callarlos, you know, like fucking make them a little happy. No way. No, they bought back, they use it to buy back stocks and fucking give CEOs and executive fucking bonuses way.
Well, that's crazy way.
But like tens of millions of dollars way in like gift card money and people didn't use way.
I believe it. I didn't know that was the case way, but I believe that how people wouldn't use those cards and just let them go to waste way. I'm one of them way.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. What you think companies make money on doesn't, even Tesla way. Like Tesla was losing money forever. When they started making money is when they fucking they I don't want to say gave up, but they went, ¿sabes qué? We're gonna sell our carbon credits. So all the offset that they're supposedly doing to save the planet, that's where when they started making money, when they started selling their carbon credits way. So essentially they sell it to a fucking another factory so they can pollute more way.
Not only that, but like people don't realize that like Tesla's, companies like that are into like, you know, more kind of a sustainable kind of business model. They get a lot of fucking they get a lot of incentives from government. Tesla gets a shit ton of fucking money, dude, just to fucking have that business and say that it's for the environment. Dude, I mean, if we had the fucking resources, dude, I fucking definitely would want to get into some kind of business that has
environment shit.
Yeah, just to get the fucking government money, dude. Shit.
That's it.
Yeah,
Chicano Shuffle's getting into the environment.
Yeah, no, pues
we're making solar panel hot dog fucking carts.
So you can make the fucking hot dogs con tocino, right?
And then we'll work into the taquero carts.
It'll keep the fucking bacon at a proper temperature way, so you won't get any fucking
porque
chorro.
Or lombrices in the brain.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
bro.
porque el Musk talks shit about the government, but he doesn't tell you all the money he gets from them for the SpaceX.
Oh, dude, he gets a shit ton of
for
money.
SpaceX, for Tesla, for all his companies.
He gets a lot of money, way.
He gets a ridiculous amount of money, way, but he doesn't fucking tell you that part, way.
Yeah.
Te digo también, like he always talks about he started he says he started Tesla, way, but which he didn't. But like to help with climate change because we need to move. But now they make money on selling the carbon credits, which is what you're supposedly saving. You give to another company so you can put it out more way.
It's business,
so you're not upsetting anything.
Yeah, these guys fucking know how to work the system, man, and that's the problem is with people like us, where it's like after this fucking thing, I gotta go pay my taxes, way, because I gotta do my taxes.
Oh yeah, next week.
Well, Isn't it the 15th? Oh, yeah, they moved it up, right?
18th, I think.
The 18th?
Yeah.
But the point is, like, people like us, way. I mean, we do what we can, way, and we try to do what we can and try to stay in the law, way. But I mean, it's just not knowing how to fucking work that system, way. That people like us, we're the ones that kind of keep this country going, way. I mean, yeah, you would argue that people like Elon and Bezos and these billionaires, they provide jobs for people. Sure, they do, but it's us, people like us at this level, that are fucking paying for all kind of shit. That, I mean, it's an injustice, way, to be honest with you. It's something that we have to fucking pay the taxes that we do, and not go for the things that maybe we think are more beneficial for the economy than what they're doing. I mean, there's really no excuse why we have a homeless issue. Seeing how much resources cities get. I mean, I get it's not an easy task. I'm not saying that it could be changed from one day to another, but the fact that we're dealing with that way, it's pretty insane to me, dude. That this is how we treat our citizens, way. And nothing gets done. It's just kind of like, oh, just don't pay attention to it. What do you mean, dude? But now that the Olympics or all these fucking events are coming to LA,
cleaning up camps.
oh yeah.
Now they're fixing the roads.
But people like us that maybe my mom feels like scared to walk because there's people fucking camped out. People like that who
Vatos walking around with machetes, man.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit, right? Deal with it. But then when it's optics, oh, we got the Olympics or the World Cup or whatever, and then now they want to change it? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I mean, like when we talked about it before, way, there's a lot of that way, but there's also fucking... Fuck, I always forget the name for these vatos. NIMBYs, right?
Oh, NIMBY down in my backyard.
Everybody wants to fix it, but no one wants to fix it in their neighborhood. Way like take it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to be housed. Oh, but no, you're not building that shit here.
That.
Oh, you're not converting this here.
Not
No.
in my backyard.
Hey, you know what? There's one in fucking Bell Gardens. You should go take them to Bell Gardens. So. No mames,
there's an empty Toys R Us fucking building in City of Industry.
No, you can't use that one. No. I don't want it here, way.
No, you don't want it. Oh, because of
but that's not fair for that.
Because we're recording here.
Yeah. That's not fair for those communities either, way. Because I mean, look, we talked about that intersection in East Los, that fucking where pretty much the spaghetti bowl where all the freeways meet. I mean, these neighborhoods, like the ones that we come from, they already have businesses that pollute the fucking air. That some of these are known to give fucking certain cancers to communities around them, and now you want them to also take the burden of housing or having some kind of a homeless encampment or whatever you want to label it. It's not fair for these communities where we're already fucking living among like some really fucking dirty air that we're just kind of used to it. People don't even consider, like. When we went to Peru, how fucking clean was that air over there, dude? Like,
I was coughing because the air was too good, he says.
Yeah. Literally.
No, I mean, you're saying that's a joke, but I'm like, what the fuck is that smell?
Literally, my lungs.
It's fucking clean air, bro.
My lungs hurt because the air is so clean.
But not in the city, though, but we were in the...
Yeah, because Lima was more like LA or Chicago.
Like
but no, what I'm saying is when you have that kind of contrast, then you realize how fucking polluted these... Even go fucking when we went to Palm Springs a few weeks back, you look up at night and oh shit, we have stars.
Why does my lungs hurt?
I started reading a little article I didn't even finish. Way remember how I always talk about this vatos talco? How remember that Johnson got sued because the ladies were putting the talco and it started giving fucking some kind of cancers or something or some kind of. I remember exactly what it was and they won that lawsuit, right? But I was reading the little article. Okay, I guess these vatos, when they saw this coming, created like a little subsidiary, like little branch company in Texas. So like all that lawsuit went to that little company. That company doesn't have as much money as Johnson & Johnson. So even though the lawsuit granted them who knows how many million to all these women, that little company doesn't have that money to pay all those millions. I don't know. But like we're saying, like pinchy businesses have army of accountants, they have army of lawyers, they have army of people to figure out the loopholes. Way.
I mean, también something as simple as plastics. Way. I mean, we when we think of health, we concentrate on food and all this shit, but we don't realize that there's a lot of toxic shit in the plastics that we use. And if you really look at the list, because there's like a little emblem or a logo with like a rating, like a 1 or 2, depends on what kind of plastic
everything's
it is.
Not recyclable is the same.
When you look at a plastic like this for this coffee that I'm holding from Starbucks, the plastic that's used for something like detergent is well, this kind of plastic, you can literally see that it'll give you, may cause cancer, may cause this, may the plastic that we use for like the food that we eat, the plastic that's used for like detergent and shit like that, it's way more fucking healthier.
Oh, it's healthier?
Yeah, it's like it's not labeled as it can give you cancer or this and that,
No
and
shit.
it's not because of the chemicals that are in there. It's just the plastic itself. So to me, I'm like, if you guys really care about people, why is the plastic that's being used for detergent and shit to clean is not harmful to your body? But plastics that we use takeout to, we drink water from, that shit has little shit that says may cause cancer or may cause this. It just
Shit.
doesn't fucking make sense. Way.
Está al revés, ¿no?
Yeah, why is the fucking my detergent?
I mean, también pinche plastic in general, no? I think we got bamboozled, bro.
Fernie, back to the Johnson and Johnson.
perdón.
Back to Johnson and Johnson. El talco que le ponían a los bebés, like, do the kids get the cancer?
I don't remember. No me
Or
acuerdo.
does it shrink because if it is, I got a lawsuit, dude. I'm like, hey, a mí me ponían talco, por eso no tengo el pinche Chilinsky. Fucking.
Me encogió.
Me cogió el Chilinsky, güey. I'm like, I got issues with that.
I think it was, if it was like the normal one, I think it was más bien because like you're talking about like ladies that have been using it for like decades, way, as opposed to, use it in your kid for like a year type of thing.
I still used it as
But, or I don't know if it was like the medicated one or one of those other ones, you know? Mejor I don't know. Something like that. No me acuerdo muy bien. It was a few years ago. But this, I didn't even really, I just saw like I started reading it and then no sé qué pasó. I got distracted. I didn't finish it. Pero I was something else. It was the gist pues was that those vatos knew it was coming, set up a fucking separate little like subsidiary in Texas to fucking take the brunt of it pretty much.
Yeah, it sucks, bro. I mean, a lot of these big companies, like I think I was reading, maybe I may be wrong with, but I think I read somewhere that Bayer owns Monsanto now. Is that the case?
Then for real? Because fucking Monsanto's fucking huge, way.
I don't have my
But
phone
Bayer's-
on me. Can you guys check? Way I don't want to fucking say shit that's not true. Way, but my point with this rant is that a lot of, I would say, smart and I don't mean to compliment them, but as far as a business, they'll sell you the product that causes certain things, and they also own
The
whatever's gonna
the solution to
supposedly
that.
help you for, and that's a crazy fucking business to be where you fucking. Where you cause somebody actual harm, and then you also own the company that's supposed to handle the care of that shit, man. So it's these companies are fucking shady as fuck, bro. That's why when the whole COVID thing happened, where I get it, where it was chaos and this and that, but man, I don't trust fucking Pfizer and these places because historically they never showed that they were for the people. Way so. There was a certain hesitation with the vaccine for me because of that. Because like, wait, am I gonna trust them now? But you know, sometimes you get put in these situations where we're like, fuck, where we depend on these fucking places and these corporations to have ethics and do the right thing.
Yeah, because 90% of the corn that we eat is owned by Monsanto.
Well, but Monsanto does some shady ass shit. Well, I mean, you long time ago, pues I read a lot of articles. I went down that little rabbit hole, but someone could probably tell us better. But by the way, Bayer bought them in 2018. Way.
Okay, like that's fucking shady, bro.
And they reformed them in 2000, so they
Bayer,
integrate them.
B-E-H-R?
Bayer, like the ones that make your fucking
Bayer, the medication.
Advil and shit.
Bayer.
Oh, Bayer.
Bayer.
Oh, I thought it was
Like
Bayer.
I think they make Advil, no? Or
Like
They
los de la
make a
pintura.
lot of fucking medication.
yeah.
man.
So, but I'm saying like the Monsanto's, they had the whole cycle. Like, yeah, if you buy our seed though, you have to use our fertilizer. You have to use our fucking this chemical. Like you had to pretty much sign up for like the whole package, pues. Like you couldn't just buy this seed way, or they fucking te daban like something was. I might be fucking confusing shit, but te daban like, okay, they tell you like this fertilizer is chemical for your thing, and somehow it turned out that would turn your like soil pretty much it would be
Useless.
useless
Yeah.
except for their seed.
No, yeah, it's just the way that they engineered the seed. It's
Yeah.
like it's that seed's not meant to give more. It's meant for like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
So they fucked farmers because a lot of farmers went out of business because of that, because they weren't allowed to use the seed that's actually has.
It's almost like you're leasing the seed, no?
You're leasing the seed, and then with that whole Roundup shit, all that stuff that's supposed to like kill the pesticides and all that. I mean, you could read it. Fucking doesn't take a long Google search to see how cancerous those fucking sprays are. So I don't know. I just think like why would a company like Bayer want to own Monsanto? Way like you could say, hey, they want to diversify their portfolio, right? Quote unquote.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a tranza behind there.
Oh, dude,
That's
come
what he's
on,
saying.
bro. They're gonna sell you the solution, bro.
No, you're getting headaches, way. So
Well, no, you got cancer. Hey, Bayer has a fucking
Yeah, we
treatment for that.
got you, bro.
yeah.
And that's a sign of a quote unquote smart company, way. Even though I hate to give them credit, way, but I mean, wait, it's genius, way.
Elote's giving you a headache, way. We got a little pill spray here for headaches.
But not only is that elote, it's also like that's what the cows eat. So then it starts getting into your meats, way. I mean, it's just that's why sometimes, way, it's just like, way, just live life, bro. Like try to do the best you can, way. Just try to fucking make smart choices. Be aware of what you're doing, but to be honest, bro, it's just kind of hard to get away from shit these days, way. Because it's everywhere, bro. It's in our plastics, it's in our meat, it's in our fucking vegetables.
It's in our air.
It's in our air, way. Like,
Fuck. I'm like, fuck. I mean, I got used to the city air, but yeah, when you go to nature, it's like, fuck, what is that?
y eso que, I don't know if you guys noticed, but LA, I mean, you don't really see that much smog anymore like you used to before.
Oh, no.
I mean, they were able to clean some of it off. And I know cars are getting cleaner as they're making them.
Just imagine someone that might have gone in a coma fucking mid-80s.
Right
and they're
away.
just waking up right now, like, what the fuck? Montoy. Like, fuck, like, they don't have smog warnings anymore?
That would be a good comedy, way. Some dude wakes up from a coma.
I feel like I've seen this movie, though.
And then he's really offensive on any little thing. It's offensive. Like, like he goes to a fucking rally and he sees Black Lives Matter. He's like, all lives matter. Oh, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? This racist. And then it's like a Larry David type dude that everywhere he goes, he offends people. Oh, hey, you're a beautiful lady. Oh, I'm not a female. Wait, what?
Hey, you're pretty gorgeous right there. Like, hey, that's offensive. Well, I'm complimenting you. No, you're not. I find it offensive.
He still whistles at women.
Catcalling. Que hola, chiquita, but it's got to be a pichi, like a Spanglish fucking.
It's gotta be a don.
Yeah, like a old type of deal. It'll fucking hit. You know, like they got in their coma, like in their like early 20s.
That would be a funny ass movie.
Now they're like about 50, 60.
He's throwing all kinds of words you don't use anymore. Way.
Yeah.
All kinds of offensive shit.
I wish I could say it right now, just for the sake of it, but no.
What?
Like a lot of the terms that we grew up with.
Like art tart?
El pinche. There was someone because I saw it yesterday too. Someone posted there's a little Modern Family little clip where they're in a restaurant and like their conversation every time. Like they're having a conversation, like for example, one part like the ¿cómo se llama? The pinche no the fucking lady pinche la que estaba guapona.
La Sofía Vergara.
Yeah, so she's telling remember that they adopted, I think she's like a little, I don't know if she's Filipino or Asian. The little daughter, and he's just gonna tell her that I think they took her to eat ¿cómo se dice? Pho? Is it pho? Pho. So like they're like, hey, oh, she's Vietnamese. So they're like, yeah, this is from your country. You need to like get your culture right. Blah, blah. And then that señora's like, yeah, I think everybody should return like to get some culture from the country, like take a vacation once a year type of thing. Yeah, as soon as que va pasando like a group of people leaving the restaurant, the other guy's like, yeah, I think all these people should go back to their countries. Like, but that conversation, every time someone passes, they say something offensive that's out of context.
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, stuff like that.
Y todos se le quedan viendo. Like, they're like, why do they keep looking at us?
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah. It would be a funny movie,
movie or a series. We could make a series out of it.
We don't want to stretch it.
Let's make a pilot, way. Let's fucking film it and then we'll sell it.
Yeah, okay. Era típico mecánico with the fucking las viejas encueradas in the background y que cat calling.
Okay, it's a typical mecánico and he was doing a transmission job and it landed on him and he fucking got into a coma. So his story, when he talks about his coma, he's gonna say that a tranny landed on top of him.
A tranny put him in the hospital.
Yeah, that's good. Wait.
Sold.
Whoa. Oh yeah, it was a big ass tranny too. That shit was heavy. Whoa.
Pinche doble rodada, güey.
Oh, shit, wait.
Dude, that would be hilarious, bro.
Shit.
Ah, shit, we're saying all our secrets right here, bro.
Patent pending, cabrón.
Yeah, seriously. So
Patent
imagine
pending.
he's just trying to tell people his story,
güey.
but he says a tranny landed on me.
I got suffocated by a tranny.
And he's like, I knew I shouldn't have laid under that fucking bitch.
Me dejó todo desvialado.
I almost lost my legs to a tranny.
I knew I couldn't trust that bitch. And he's walking home like, why are people so offended that a transmission fell on me?
And then he's like, and I lost my dikes. My pinzas, güey. I lost my favorite pair of dikes.
Maybe he was in a coma longer, so you can fucking say I was smoking a fag outside.
All right.
Now you spent some time in the UK.
Yeah,
güey?
you spent some time in the UK.
Y luego, fuck, so I kind of like woke up from it, like it kind of took me out, but then I got up y luego me estaba siguiendo un pinche mayate. And I crashed into a wall. And that's what took me out.
Holy shit.
What? What? Yeah, those big bugs, you know?
Those bugs.
Those fuckers bug.
Those fuckers.
Holy shit, bro. That's insane. We can go all day with this movie. Man.
We're gonna get canceled a lo pendejo.
Nah.
Someone's gonna clip this out of context.
They
You
could-
can't say that anymore. What?
They could clip it out of context, but no.
Like what? Que ya no- They got rid of all the mayates or what? We can't say it no more? Like, what the fuck, bro? Come on.
I used to clip those fuckers' wings.
I used to clip them fuckers for fun.
I was gonna say something, but no.
No, los amarraba los cabrones. Y les daba vueltas, güey. Los amarraba de un árbol.
Yeah, see, you said it.
I know.
I was gonna go there, but I'm like,
But Ramon took it.
Because we used to tie them on the string. And then if you didn't put them on the tree, you put them on the branch.
Holy shit, güey.
Yeah,
Holy shit,
This
you know
show's
what?
gonna get canceled
show,
fast.
the show just got canceled.
holy shit.
on the elevator pitch.
No one's gonna want to take on this show. güey.
Yeah. There goes that
I
dream.
think we could sell it, bro. I think we could tastefully do it.
We just gotta bring it down. We gotta make it
All
more
Comedy Network.
Yeah.
Or what's one of those that'll probably pick it up? It'll be fun anyway. Come on. What happened to you? Tranny landed on me. Fucking
Put me in a coma. That bitch suffocated me.
That was a pretty heavy fucking tranny, bro. I thought I could handle it, but you know, my judgment was off that day.
Yeah.
Shit, güey.
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah.
Shit, güey. So
Wow. I thought, yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah,
we could go.
yeah, we
I was
can't-
going to add Ratchet to it somehow, but
You've been trying to come up with a
yeah, I'm
ratchet.
trying to figure out how to add Ratchet to the trend.
Van pasando unas muchachas. Pásame las perras, ¿no? Ya el pinche viejo igualado.
Holy shit, dude.
Perra su madre. Las pinzas.
Because, I mean, dude, he could offend everybody pretty much, right?
Is this character?
This dude could just go over to the store and fucking people are upset.
Fucking, he finds
So yeah, we're not gonna top that way. Let's wrap it up.
yeah. Plus,
we have officially peaked.
We picked with that story,
We
bro.
peaked too
Yeah.
early, bro.
What would be his name? Come on, let's think of it.
Justino.
Ay,
Justino?
güey, Justino.
No.
I don't know about that one.
Justino, no. What would it-
Justino.
Justino.
Yeah, because I'm like
Menos.
when when he wakes up, oh, Mr. Justino's woken. You know?
Justino's fucking no.
No.
There's got to be a better one, way.
Fucking. ¿Cómo le ponemos? Like something.
What is one of those names where I saw this thing on it was about like the black community where they had a little thing on YouTube where it was like names that aren't being used anymore, and they had names like Earl, like just like old school names what's like a Latino one that's not being.
No, but it should be pinche one of those vatos albures, güey. When you said
Elber. No.
What's like a old like.
Well, remember los nombres de calendario. Like you had
Cabrón.
Justino, you had
Ay, güey.
Junio, shit like that.
yeah, like so the name de calendario was like depending on the day you were born, they would give you the name of that saint or that fucking
No shit.
religious
So there's a saint for literally every
day. Yeah.
Holy
They
shit.
said,
How many saints are
yeah,
there?
y luego, o nombre de pila, but I think that was when you were baptized. They give you a
Whoa,
different
nombre
name.
de pila. Hold
Yeah.
on.
What
What
do
is
you mean
that?
pila?
I
What
know,
La
what is
pila
that?
is like a fountain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, pila.
Yeah,
Oh,
la pila.
Oh,
The
okay,
fountain.
okay, that makes sense.
Not Energizer or
I know, I was like,
fucking,
fucking-
Ever Ready.
But
They named me Duracell.
wasn't pila also used for like the reservoir, like where you had water?
El Pozo?
I
Oh,
remember
también
saying
la
like a
pila,
reservoir,
yeah.
like a la pila. That
Like
makes
we
sense.
used to go have, my grandma had a pila and it was like a door that you open up and it was
Yeah.
full of water.
It's a well, yeah, un pozo, la pila, yeah, también.
So they would name you after a fountain? Is what you're saying?
No, decía nombre de pila because that's where, like, when you got baptized, that was the name for your baptismal name. So you had your name,
Okay,
de familia, then or you would have a calendar name or nombre y nombre de pila.
Oh, now I can
shit.
see why it adds up. Maria Jose de
Yeah.
Josefina and all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's why they have all those names.
Oh, shit.
You know, because you had you had pues que tu papá te quería llamar como su papá de él, so te ponía Pancracio, you know.
Jeez.
The mom wanted to name you after her dad, so te ponía Eugenio.
Oh,
Fucking, and then
And
you
then
had
you were
the
born in June.
Yeah, and then you were Santo Atanasio. You know, and then you were fucking, when you got baptized, Eulides. You know, so you have all these fucking names.
And then te vienes para los Estados Unidos, and then your fucking last name changes.
Yeah. Ya no,
Because aquí sos al revés.
aquí se está revés, yeah.
ya no eres pinche Rodriguez. Now you're Rogers.
Well, all of a sudden the female's last name, remember? Because you put the male
Oh, yeah.
the male last name first, and
Yeah.
then the female, and then so now they aquí. Nah, not to sound fucking like the vato from our show, pero now the woman's last name takes over, no? Like when you put it on your papeles aquí.
Oh, okay. I see
So
what
like
you're saying.
like for the longest time, like fucking, like my grandma's last name is what my grandpa went by here way, and he was always like, no, pues no soy, sí soy, pero no soy, because you know, like in Mexico their name goes first way.
Yeah.
Y aquí te cuentan your last name is the last one on the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would have been your
and
mom's
right here,
maiden name.
and right here, I think now you just get your dad's last name. You don't get the mom's last name, do you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
That's
I still have like I think my birth certificate has my dad's last name and my mom's last name. on it.
Really?
I think so.
No
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, yeah, you can put it, but I'm saying el que te cuentan as your last name aquí is the last one, which typically would have been your mom's maiden name. Pues.
Dude, my mom's Peña, and then
Oh shit, acá también somos peñas, güey.
Yeah.
Shit, we're related sin querer, güey.
and then her my grandma, her mom is Canchola, way.
Oh shit.
I was like, what the fuck? güey?
That's
What's
an
Canchola?
albur right there.
No, but that's really their last name, Canchola.
Hey, fucking allá en la Peña Canchola, güey. Ay, fuck. No sabía que era así.
Holy shit, bro. That's hilarious, man. I remember as a kid.
Peña Canchola, güey.
Fuck it, that's a sexual move right there, bro.
Canchola. Holy shit, dude, that's crazy.
Ya se levantó el señor Canchola.
Oh, ya se levantó el Canchola. Ah, cabrón.
Se levantó canchueco el güey. Yeah, some of those names are crazy, bro. They get a little crazy. I remember as a kid, I saw like, for some reason, you know, Oprah, fucking, you watch Oprah sometimes. We didn't have cable like Ramon, so Oprah was entertainment. I remember, maybe I could be wrong with, but I remember one time a little black girl on Oprah came out and she had like 1,000 names, way. They
1,000 names?
They named her like 1,000 names, something crazy like that. And so she was on Oprah reciting all her fucking names. And I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
why, way? That shit makes it a little complicated,
So
bro.
you can get to Oprah, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
but it was like she was reciting her whole fucking name, way, and it was fucking long as fuck, way.
One of the I guess funniest but most uncommon name or last name that I knew a guy back in my 20s. His last name was Santoyo.
Santoyo?
Yeah, so we used to clown him a lot.
Santoyo.
Yeah, ese pinche hoyo no tiene nada de santo.
Wow, man.
There's a compa right here that listens. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
but,
shit.
But at some point, yeah, it's like that was his last name, and we would, whenever they said his last name or they called him out, like we would just chuckle, like, yeah, right. Ese pinche santo, ese hoyo no tiene nada de santo. Güey.
But is it? I mean, I don't know the exact history of like last names, but some of it was also based on what the family did as a trades, right?
Yeah.
Like a Smith or whatever. Like a
Yeah.
Oh, so like way back in the day, no?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like mine, I think it's Archers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my last name is has to do with archers because I guess it goes through your profession, right? So ballesta is a crossbow.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's a crossbow. So ahí van los ballesteros, los de las ballestas.
Oh, shit. You guys were deadly, bro.
Yeah, so
shit, what
we're
happened?
fucking-
I know what happened.
You're falling, bro.
What happened
You're
to your
falling off,
heritage?
Hey,
bro?
donde pongo el ojo,
What happened to your heritage, bro?
pongo la flecha, güey.
Aquí se terminó, dice Ramon. Our fucking heritage ends here.
Didn't I fucking knock out a can with a slingshot once?
You did,
That's
yeah.
true.
And one shot también.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, pinche, por eso te digo.
It's
It's
still in his blood. He just
Still in his
still
blood.
just fights it.
He just doesn't use it.
yeah. I don't know what to shoot at, bro.
You're in the wrong business, bro.
I know, right?
You
Fucking,
gotta start
so-
shooting.
So yeah, so that's our. So we're I guess our. If I was to change my last name, I would change it to Archer, like in English. Like I would be an Archer.
Ramon Archer.
I know. Raymond
Archer.
Raymond Archer.
Raymond Archer.
Nah, wait, Archer sounds a little crazy, bro.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
but that's what he says it would be.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, yeah, it would. I don't think it translates directly, but it has a connection to it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the other side of this fucking argument way because they used to shit on my last name all the time.
Es que eres rey, güey.
So my last name was Reynaga, Reynaga. So people would always say Reynalga.
Pues eres el rey de la nalga, güey.
That's what I was after a while. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's a compliment, bro. Are you trying to shit on me? Because
I'm king of the ass, bro.
That's why.
Any ass that comes around,
Wow.
I'm a knight it.
I'll conquer that
Wow, yo lo conquisto.
Conquista.
Sí, es conquisto.
Con queso. Iba a poner
Con
este-
queso, güey.
¿Tienes hambre,
Con queso.
cabrón?
Creo que sí, güey. Porque
Con queso.
I've been staring at the burrito over there, güey.
Quedó todo con queso, güey. Look at
No,
you.
con queso. Sí me
Damn, bro, what
casé.
happened to your energy, güey? All of a sudden.
I know.
Yeah, güey.
It's because I'm still
Hey,
thinking
wait.
about the fucking fountain shit, güey.
Enchúfalo al güey. Give him some
That's because
charge.
I'm telling you, we peaked with the other one,
¿Te
güey.
enchufó, güey?
We
¿Te se lo
peaked. All of a
enchufado?
sudden, we're talking about fucking names in Mexico.
Yeah, but
We peaked.
think about it. It makes sense
checked
why
out.
there's so many, there's so many names, and that was one of those running jokes that I remember seeing, like in Married with Children or any that they had a Latino or a Hispanic
Like 6 names. or some
person.
shit.
Yeah, Maria de la Cruz de Santuario, blah 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 blah.
Do they still do that, or is it offensive now?
I don't know. I mean, I think everything's offensive now.
Yeah, that's true.
So some people like that's why I don't think our pilot would fly.
You don't think so, güey?
That
I
dude
don't
has
know.
to have like
what
6
would
names.
be the
then.
name of the movie or the show? What would
I
we
don't know,
call
güey.
it?
I think we would have to.
El Encomado.
We gotta brainstorm this one.
I think we can because of our fucking we're fucking brown people, way.
Yeah,
I think we could figure out a way to do it where it's not like si fuéramos tres pinches gabachos, güey. It's otro pedo, güey.
Pero también, ya que we come up with the ideas, we need some gabachos to write.
No.
They're good writers, bro. They're good with grammar.
Fuck it. We don't need grammar, dude. We just need be able to
I'm
tell the
saying
story on paper.
someone actually
And we
has to
add
write
it.
the episode, eh?
I learned this from Quincy Jones, not personally, but he said that if you ever want to make a movie, you gotta have some Jewish people in your fucking squad,
Yes.
and it'll get done.
There's some Mexican Jewish people.
Yeah, pero that's not what he's saying.
No, he's saying fucking some fucking
Some gringos, eh?
yeah, way. Nah, yeah, I'm on board with that, Fernie.
Yeah, I mean, we came up with the idea. We take the flack, pero
And we could fucking watch over them because sometimes their jokes are a little. I'm not gonna put any.
there's gonna
raza-
be rewrites.
I'm not gonna put any raza on blast, but some of these shows that I've seen, the little writing has been a little.
Oh, I'll tell you though, like this fool, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, but they definitely fucking you can tell about those are like, yeah, someone helped them write, and then they were like, no, but this is not how you would say this.
No.
Way. As opposed como es este otro way, they just let them go. Way, a ver, they're gonna write the shitty.
Yeah, but it translates, bro. Like you can tell, like wait.
And like one of those for me is like the blood in, blood out. They're like, yeah, no, raza wrote that.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, people love it, bro.
I know. It's just, I don't know.
Maybe people love it because there wasn't really much.
Wait, was there was just the anniversary? Is that why I think that's what it was? No, it was all over the fucking feed on Instagram
I
too.
think so.
This week or last week? I think it might have been 2 weeks ago.
How would you guys feel if they remade that?
I don't know if
I would be hopeful it'd be better.
It'd be better.
Probably be better, no?
Yeah, it'd be
I
better.
would hope, pero ya no se
And
sabe.
maybe there's a lot of more actors and actresses that could portray those roles better.
I think we can
What,
make
would you be
something.
upset if they had a Puerto Rican
I'm
fucking
not,
cholo?
you're not really me into that one, bro. I'm not going into that deep end with
They
you.
call me Nature Boy in this episode, bro. Come on, bro. We have a conversation.
No. I've changed, man. Stop trying to ruin every time I try to get out.
I thought you had him
bring
too.
me back in.
Some
thought you had him,
some
like-
fucking some Maromero Pies looking dude. You would be pissed. You would be pissed, bro. Bullshit. You changed.
Hey,
He'd be the first canceling that movie.
Low key, me encierro en el cuarto, slap one off, and then like calm down, and then I'll be like, not bad.
Shit, you would be pissed, bro.
Before I'll be fuming, bro.
You would be pissed, bro.
Fuming.
Yeah, I think you would.
Yeah, no, but
Secretly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think like there's more. I'm not gonna say talent out there, but there's more opportunity to offer it to many people. Like if someone, like for example, if someone is
You can get more authentic people.
yeah, if someone is trying to get a script going or anything, they could look in YouTube and see what kind of people are out there. They could listen to podcasts. Look at the podcasts that we have. We have plenty of Chicanos, Mexican Americans, Latinos, whatever you want to call us, that we could be able to help fill those roles. I'm not saying become professionals, but at least portray something in it.
Yeah.
También people are more sensitive, no? So there's a lot more Ramons now that fucking would be up in arms about that shit.
Like the details like that?
Yeah.
Like a Puerto Rican cholo in Islos?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Right?
So people I think are more sensitive to that now.
Yeah.
So
It's just, I mean,
think
but there's more opportunities than there were back in the late 80s, early 90s.
I think I mean, obviously there's a lot of things that are happening within the community, but I think there's a lot of voids that nobody feels way. Like there, I think especially in the arts way, as far as like music and también even like TV and stuff, I think there's a lot of things that can cater to our communities, but I like look at this podcast way. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time way. And, you know, obviously we could always improve. We could always, but I think this is a representation of where our community's at. That if we were a different ethnicity, if we were white and we did something different, we would probably have more audience because of just the way that things work. I mean, these people, I think if we support each other a lot more, we can actually give our community entertainment that tailors to the people that understand it. And I feel like it's a big void that people just kind of were like, they're not gonna pay for it, or it's not gonna work well, so let's just do this over here that caters to like a different audience. But I think there's a hole that somebody should fucking fill with.
well, I think there's definitely a little wave building way. Like the I was just talking about, I think with these vatos, I think last night way.
Or with the twins?
The pinche, I think there is a little wave building where like we're getting more, como dice este güey, like this fool, and then before that we had the other one que no les pasó, gente fight, que
The
les
first
pasó a lot of
season
people.
was good. The second,
Not some people know, and then before that we got something a little shittier. But I think like I think there's a little wave building where like it's still like it's in infancy, but ya se está viendo that we're appearing in more things. It's opening up a little bit way, and Raza's like supporting a little bit más. Pero I think it goes back like I was saying earlier, the younger generations way. Like our generation, I think we're still haters.
There's John Leguizamo. I think he's got a series or a documentary series coming out. And he talks about this, how when he was younger, he did all these movies and all these roles. He was kind of like, I'm not going to say typecasted, but
Yeah,
he
for sure.
played certain roles, right? And as he started getting older, he started like, I guess like everybody starts maturing and starts doing all this. And one of the things he says is that Hollywood is the issue, because Hollywood doesn't allow for Latinos to fail. Like there's all these movies that, like I would say white studios or white writers or whoever it is, they make a movie and it fails, but they still keep giving them movies. And one of the examples he gave was Waterworld, when Kevin Costner, it was a big fucking flop.
Yeah, it's huge. Man.
Big flop, and guess what? They still let them keep making movies or coming out with pitches. The other one was like, I guess he mentioned Jack and Jill. También, like, look at that fucking movie. Like, supposedly it was supposed to be funny or whatever, and it sucked.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that because I was driving, and I'm all like, luego me cayó, I'm like, okay, what about like M. Night Shyamalan? He had maybe 2-3 good movies, but the rest kept flopping, and they still kept letting them make movies. I'm like, so I don't think that falls into that. It's just, I mean, we definitely need to have more room to make things happen, because not everything's gonna be a banger, not everything's gonna be an instant hit.
No,
but they
of course
gotta
not.
give us that room to like improve
To
from.
find
But you know what? This is. I mean, and then like Fernando said, I can agree with that we're starting to catch momentum. But what this community that we're in needs is they need for somebody to be like, okay, we're gonna make this. We'll start a A24 type company. We'll start a fucking this. We'll start that. And we can actually, if the thing about our community is that if we're not giving the opportunity, a lot of the times we just kind of say that the business and this, it's a lack of initiative that's saying, if this is what is needed, then I'm gonna do this. But we need to open up our own doors, right? I mean, there has to be a point where like we have to realize that the Latino community is a huge fucking market, that obviously studios that are ran by white people, and I would say even black people that aren't in the community, they don't understand what the community needs. It has to be from within. It has to be somebody kind of saying, you know what, let's just take that risk. Like let's think big. Let's fucking open a fucking a network or a production company or whatever, and we'll fucking do it. And you're gonna flop way, but I don't think it's like a typecast thing just because you're a Latino way. I think all actors go through that. I was hearing Matthew McConaughey in a podcast this week, and he was talking about how he was a romantic comedy guy, and he hated that shit because that's all that he was getting. And he said he took like a year off, and he was just any offer that he got from romantic comedies, he was not taking them. And then he said that after a while, then they're like, okay, he's saying no to $14 million movies. Like, what's up with Matthew? Like, there's something that he's up to. And that's when he started getting like the Lincoln Lawyer, and that's how he started getting like kind of rebranding yourself. So I feel like a lot of actors get typecasted way. I mean, if it works, it works. Way you got to think way. Movies are a huge fucking business way, and people aren't gonna take risks that much way for you to try something new because you're going through this fucking spiritual awakening, or you're going through this transition of your career.
Because you want something new.
Yeah, no. What works is what you did here, so that's what we want.
This is the formula, yeah.
It's a lot of money, way, and I get it. Like, how are you gonna fucking risk money because somebody wants to try something new, way?
And you got to start from the bottom and get your foot in the door. It reminds me of like, what is it? Sean Penn. He hates people reminding him of Spicoli. He fucking hates it. Like, or when they do references, like, you know, like they repeat quotes or whatever, and he can't stand it. But then I start thinking, that's what got you in the door.
Yeah.
That's what got you in there. And like, yeah, no matter how bad it was, you got in there.
I mean, I understand both perspectives though, because then people are gonna judge you based on that character's lens and not the actual actor. Like, you get typecasted and you're that dude. No matter what you do, you're still that dude, right? I mean, that's a sign of a good actor or actress. Because sometimes we watch movies or shows with my girl, and she's like, I fucking hate that, or I hate that person,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, that's a good actress or actor. Like, you hate a person that's fictitious. That means that they're incredibly good at their job.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
I dislike them even without their character, man. There's something I can't fucking stand them just for whatever reason.
Wow, talk about hater, bro.
I know, I said dislike.
Nah, that's still haterade, bro.
That's dislike, bro.
That's still haterade. But I think even like if like this by saying like kind of like what we're saying about the writing way. Even if we start our own thing where you need to fucking sound that douchey, you need the white folks money away.
No, I'm not saying you don't.
I know.
I'm not saying you don't, but I'm saying if you're in an industry that is not fulfilling your needs, then you got to get out of your comfort zone and start something. If not everybody has that entrepreneurial kind of spirit or even that motivation to do something, but there has to be a point where, like, if you're not getting what you want, you have to build it for yourself, or your community has to build it for you. And I think eventually we will get there. Where, like you said, there's a momentum going.
There's
I think
that momentum building.
I think somebody's gonna think like me with deeper pockets and gonna be like, I want to do that.
Let's
I think because before too, I think it was like we're saying that the formula thing that you gotta. This is what works. This is what we're gonna keep doing. I don't care about your fucking feelings right now, type of shit. And I think before, and probably still now, but a little like, there's so many different platforms now, pues, that you can find someone to kind of agree with you. But I think before the platform was so limited that they had their formulas and they'd be like, yeah, we like this Latino show you're talking about, pero we're going to make these changes. And like you were kind of stuck. Like, do I want to make this show or do I want to make this movie? Like they're offering me que sí, I got to make these little changes. And so you make it, you go, okay, you concede that. And then ya estás in the middle of it, way. Ya estás, you're going to start filming. And they go, hey, ¿sabes qué? What if we change one other thing acá, güey? We think it'd be funnier if like this. Yeah, see that snowball, and you as the, you know, sometimes we have that thing, especially when you grow up a little more pobre or something, that you're like, wow, this is el dinero, güey, and I don't want to lose this opportunity.
Yeah.
Or como es este way, I don't want to lose my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And you use those little things to reason to say, okay, well, I'm gonna give him this, and then we got all that shitty stuff we're talking about, like those fucking unauthentic shit. Y ahora there's so many platforms, pues, that you can shop around like this fool. And take the best one, like where they can agree that they're gonna not be as involved type of shit, you know, like you can find a deal, pues, where it's a little more beneficial. I think that helps too.
It's rough because the industry is not shy of telling you that you could be replaced instantly. Yeah. So I think a lot of people also when they start negotiating and they start signing contracts and shit, the industry has that leverage. Like if you're just some person that's starting or you don't have that much this and that, like, hey bro, you don't want it? Like there's thousands of people that'll take
There's 3 people in the lobby waiting right now.
Seriously.
Well, we whatchamacallit, with the compa Gil from the Mind Buzz, which by the way, welcome to my grito.
He worked it in fucking nice way.
He just interviewed, and I was trying to catch it. I'm trying to catch up to it. I think he interviewed the dude from Chicano Hollywood. It's called se llama Johnny Murillo, and I think they talk about this because this guy is actually trying to get the Chicanos or into the industry. He's this person. I seen his post that he usually puts out casting calls. We're looking for this, we're looking for that, blah blah blah. We're looking for this age range to that age range, or we're looking for someone to play this role or someone to play that role. So he's always putting out there casting. So I think in a way como te digo, we're in a good time right now where
there's a little momentum building, kind of like we're saying.
Because I felt the momentum growing. I mean, in the 90s, remember we had fucking American Me. Hold on. We had American Me and then Blood In, Blood Out. But then we also had Stand and Deliver. But we had Mi Familia. But we had all these movies.
Those are the times when they were saying, ¿cómo se llamaba? También, I was just talking about the last night in the live, it wasn't like a little Latino wave. It was a Hispanic wave, whatever. That was también con el pinche Ricky Martin, and like all Latino singers were fucking hot. Like we had like a little moment, but it wasn't Latinos. It was just, if you speak Spanish, you're part of that wave, way. And so they try to cash in with all these movies like you're talking about, way. Like we can make some money off it, and then we got movies that were all right, way. Like in retrospect, they're but we got some good ones too, way.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? That's the part of like growing. The trajectory of a good career is, the thing that the white communities and even in black communities, I would say, like they have a history of like being in the arts, so they already did those shitty. I mean, there's still shitty movies that are made. I'm not saying that every movie's great, but we're not there yet. We have to still make a bunch of shitty fucking content in order for this community to grow and to be more mature and to know what works and know what doesn't. Right? I mean, the unfortunate thing is that, it's like when I started playing guitar, I mean, I sounded like shit, way. So you can't expect for somebody that's just making a movie or some kind of art to be fucking a banger all the time. You have to go through those moments where shit doesn't work, you're failing, your fucking movie didn't do shit, and that's what eventually is going to make you grow as a person, way. But I don't know, way. I mean, I think like Ramon is saying, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like it's a really good time to be alive right now, way. Like,
there's a lot of options. Pero también we interviewed that one girl. Remember también que that también cast
from the
homies
from the streets to the sets.
SWAT or whatever.
Yeah,
I can't remember her name. Sorry, pero también remember. Pero ella también, how she was talking about how she has to keep the homies in check, way, and like keep them like on a tight. I don't want to say tight leash, but it sounds douchey. Pero like you gotta remember because she was saying like they fucking. Es así, I wouldn't make it there. She's like, I tell them, hey, bro, they want us there at 7 a.m. You're going to be here at fucking 6:30. If you're not here at 6:30,
you're late.
Don't show up.
Yeah.
But because like she's keeping, because she's trying to keep the raza way and like show that we can be there on time, that we can do the job. And she was talking about all that way.
And I think the advantage that she has is because she knows the community. And so a lot of like people that aren't in the community, they would just be like, no, these guys are lazy or these guys.
Yeah.
But she knows the potential of the community. So she's like.
And she knows what they think, like that, what you're saying.
So she's able to translate to them. And somebody that's in her position from a different community is not going to talk to them the way she is. She's like, dude, maybe she even says, you got to fucking show up, man.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck's
what
wrong
she's
with you?
saying,
Stop
yeah.
being fucking lazy. And she knows how to talk to the people. So I think she definitely has an advantage, and that's why I remember that conversation, and I think she was having a lot of success the years ago that we talked to her. So
Now she does, from the post that I've seen in her little feed when I see something, is they do that show SWAT.
Oh really?
So she provides the like sin albur or without joke, like all the homies, in other words, for like SWAT way, because the LA SWAT supposedly.
I'm gonna do one like her, but
her name is Bernice Molina.
I'm gonna provide all the Chicano hipsters to the movies.
all the chipsters. Steph's gonna be the one chipster and everything. Like you need a chipster. He's in the back.
Hey, you say they were joking, bro, but fuck it, I'm down. I'll be that hipster that you guys want. Fucking talking shit.
The one in the background in the coffee shop talking shit.
What a douche. Acting's easy. I can do that.
He's gonna be the one in the back holding the plastic, going, you know how much chemicals are in this plastic?
I could be that annoying cousin that thinks he knows everything in the fucking barbecues.
You need a primo presumido. We got that guy too. Yeah. Ramon's right here.
Yeah, bro. If I walk in, like my shit don't stink.
You need that one upper? We got him right here.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, the plastic kills you. You know what else kills you? Your guitar, bro. You think that fucking the coating on that guitar is safe?
Dude, I mean, and we have a contrarian too if you
You know how
want.
many fucking trees died for that fucking guitar, bro?
Fuck, bro. One?
I weigh one.
Half of 1/8 of one?
No,
Depends.
more
how
than
big,
that, bro.
How big
more
was
than
the tree?
that. Yeah.
And let me ask you a philosophical question, Ramon.
Yes,
Are trees made out of wood?
Trees are wood.
Trees? Really? Oh, shit.
Trees are wood.
No,
it's like
that's
saying
not-
like
that's not
humans
true,
are made
bro.
out of water.
That's not true. You need to spend a lot of time with that question.
You need more time with her?
Yeah, wait. Trees aren't made
Do you
out of
need
wood.
that? Dun, dun, dun,
No, I said
dun.
trees are wood.
Trees aren't wood. Wait, no mames. Spend some time with that question. This is a really deep question. It's not as I was just trying to derail the conversation. Sorry.
You need one of those? We got one of those.
Yeah, fucking over here. El filósofo. Like we're all having a good time. Like, yeah, you know, like fucking
Hey,
our
but-
trees.
Hey, are we really here?
Are we really here? Like, yeah, of course we're here. No, really think about that question, bro.
Hey, we're in a
I'm not high
simulation?
yet, bro. Wait.
There's no need to be high, bro.
Are we in a simulation or not? Wait.
I wish I was high.
Tell me, wait.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good time, bro. It's a good time.
I think, well, like I said, I think the what makes it a good time in these senses is that there's more options than like the 3 studios, pues.
For sure, yeah.
Although these vatos are fucking buying up everything, but like I'm saying, you got Netflix, you got fucking the HBO Maxes, you got the fucking Hulus,
Prime.
and I mean that's essentially Disney, like Prime. But I mean, there's more options, pues, that you can shop around a little bit.
I think the other thing that's kind of hurting our community way is the fact that, you know, doing something
Gotta one up everybody.
doing something in the arts is not really like our parents would be disappointed, right? Like,
Yeah.
Fucking no, we want to be an actor or we want to be a musician. What? No, you go to
There's
school.
no money in
You're
that
gonna be a
shit.
lawyer. You're gonna be a fucking. And it's just, I don't know, way. I mean, look at all this shit. Like skating, there's fucking a shit ton of millionaires that skate. Playing video games fucking makes a good career now. I mean, it's a different time than when our parents were young, way. And also, like Fernando said, I think our generation is generally really bitter about shit, way.
Yeah.
And so if our generation has kids, I mean, and they want to say they want to be actors or musicians, I don't know if they're going to be that supportive as a whole, way.
I don't know. I mean, maybe because I think again, like we're I know that Fernie and I, what, Generation X?
Yeah.
You fall into
It's millennial.
right?
I'm like the last year
Yeah,
of the
like
millennial. I don't even
Or the
consider
first
myself
year,
a
no?
millennial.
Like
you're
The
like
first year, yeah.
you got both of like the tail end of Gen X and the beginning of the millennials, right?
Yeah.
But it goes back to like with us, like we were like at least our generation, we're able to adapt because we grew up not having all this technology. But then when it came in, we kind of learned it and adapt to it and everything. So we have our foot in both of them.
Well, so there's a dude too. Damn, I must have seen a lot of posts this week. There's I think it was on YouTube or it has to be Instagram. Que el pinche, he was saying también about that shit. He goes, primero salir Gen Z or whatever, talking some shit about Gen X, right? Like we're saying, que amargados. And he goes, yeah, bro, let me explain something to you, bro. Like you go on your phone, hit Spotify, you can listen to whatever fucking jam you ever wanted to fucking hear in your life. You'll never finish that playlist. He goes, dude, some of us, Gen X, had to deal with fucking 8-track, which fucking was bullshit. Yeah. We had vinyl, and then we're like, this is fucking bullshit too. Then we had tapes, which were better. He goes, then we had to deal with CDs. Then we had to deal with Napster. And then we fucking, all the technology showed up where we couldn't listen to whatever song we want on our phone. But then all of a sudden, vinyl's back. So he's like, dude.
That's true.
So he's like, yeah, we had to deal with a lot of bullshit.
That's true, yeah.
So like to what this guy's saying, exactly.
Yeah. But I think we're going back to that question. I think we're back a little bit more open in the sense of like, if your child wants to be this or be that, you're a little bit more. You're not gonna be quick to shut it down.
But I think it goes to like what I was saying too, que you want to kind of live through your kids, like the McDonald's thing, where like our parents told us, no, estás pendejo.
Yeah. Hay frijoles en la casa.
Yeah, no, pinche actriz, no, estás pendeja, type of shit. Like there's no money there, that you're not gonna make it, type of shit.
Yeah.
And now we're like, como dices, estoy amargado. So we're like, oh, you want to be an actor? Okay, fuck yeah. I'm going to take you to classes.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay for the, oh, you want to learn music? Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like my parents didn't give me that. You want to give it to your kids type of thing? Y les va bien. Like a little easier, I guess.
And the funny thing about it is like right now you mentioned McDonald's. Like, I mean, generally the parents didn't take us to McDonald's because it was in the budget. But now I guess a lot of parents don't take their kids to McDonald's because they're more aware of like where you shouldn't eat that.
Yeah.
So... but I think maybe, yeah, if I'm really thinking about it, maybe generally I would say maybe, yeah, I guess parents would be more supportive. But then they would also be like, but you need to go to school to have a plan B kind of shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's
have a plan. Yeah.
I guess that's what would be like. I mean, I don't know.
Have a backup. I mean, it's not. There's nothing wrong with having a backup. But if you really want to pursue this, pursue it. But make sure that you have a backup plan for it. Like, don't like. It's good that you go all ahead, but you also got to be aware that there's a possibility that you might not make it. So have a backup for that. It's not saying that you're already setting yourself up for failure. No, you're just like you're going all in. But if that doesn't work, bam, you got something to jump into. You could be a writer. It doesn't mean you have to be an actor or an actress. You could be cinematographer or a fucking editor or whatever it is. You could have it. You could still be in the industry. Maybe not what you wanted to, but you'll still be part of it.
I mean, the thing that I should highlight though, and I know maybe some would not agree with this way, but the reality is that, if your parents tell you you can be a musician, you just got to go to school. The reality of things is that there's somebody that's more driven, that their parents aren't that supportive, and they're more fucking hungry for it. That while you're going to school getting your degree, there's actually people that are gonna already be more ahead of you because they're fucking fully in it. And I have a backup, but you got to understand that there's always somebody that's hungrier than you. So if you go to school and you could do all that stuff, I mean, it could be an issue where like you're getting away from it, because I get it. You want to set up a foundation and a backup plan, but at the same time, you go to school for 4 or 5 years. In those days, in that amount of time, there's gonna be somebody that's way more hungrier than you, and it's gonna fucking get all these fucking opportunities, because I mean, sometimes there's a small window for things, right? And a lot of people, I mean, dude, I remember when I was fucking 32, 33 looking for bands, and based on the post, I was already too old to fucking...
Yeah, I remember you telling us they're looking for a 20-year-old or 21 or whatever.
Luckily, like, I don't know, I guess I got some of my mom's genes where I guess I don't look like I'm 40 sometimes, so I can able to kind of... And I don't do it like purposely. It's not like I want to look young, but
you're the, what is it, Mick Mars from fucking Motley Crue?
Yeah, he was the old one.
Yeah, he was the old. They call him Grandpa, or
yeah.
Like, you're the Mick Mars that you've been through everything, and then you join a young band, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
you're kind of like the mentor, because he had a crucial role with that band.
He did, yeah.
He gave him the name, but not only that, but like the riffs and everything. He was pretty. I think he was a backbone, even though his backbone gave out.
But
what the fuck?
That's a bad joke, right? But you know what way to... That's fucking bad way.
That's terrible, dude.
That's a bad joke.
Fuck, I don't know. And I didn't even prep for that one. That one just came out.
He has like bone cancer or something.
Yeah, fuck. That's terrible. My bad.
But you know what way? Like,
to all the Crew fans.
I think it's important though way to not, like, I know I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 this year, and a lot of my bandmates are 25. I don't know. I'm still too young for that check. But
No way.
well, but Ramon keeps fucking getting sent back way. So
Denied, dude.
Well, it's because he wants the old school way. I think now he said they do it digitally or something.
No,
or
it's by blood to the blood work.
So I think it's really important for people that are our age and older way to not act like they know more than kids or people that are 24, 25. Because I learn from these dudes and girls that are in the band all the fucking time way. I wouldn't make it in a band with people who are younger if I was that 41-year-old that thought he was better than everybody else. Like, you can learn from fucking 24, 25-year-olds because we might judge them based on their age that they don't know shit, but there's a lot of 24, 25-year-olds that have been through a lot of shit and are way more mature than you think. They're way more mature than
We were.
like Maria. Shout out to Maria Sanchez. She's way fucking more mature than I was at 25. I mean, and if I was a different person, like a lot of bitter fucking mid-aged men, then I would treat my bandmates and these people like I'm better than them because I'm older. You have to listen to me. Dude, I learn from them all the fucking time, way. And I feel like that's why I'm able to kind of still stay kind of relevant and kind of... Because they could easily find somebody that's 24, younger than me, fucking...
Hungrier
than me, fucking more... I have a full-time job. I have things that I have to do. They can easily find somebody that's fucking... But the point is that I know what I bring to the table and I know what I can do, but I'm also I'm not that guy that's trying to fucking teach you shit.
And I think it falls back to what I was saying, that like our generation, again, like we grew up with the old school kind of way, but we kind of adapted to this new, this generation that's here, because if we would have stuck to like our parents' way of thinking, like, no, a mí me respetan porque soy así.
Yeah.
So we're very adaptable in that sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
respeto, and I've been playing guitar for 30 years, pendejo. What about you?
I was playing guitar where you were fucking still sucking your thumb, man.
Even before that way.
Yeah.
You weren't even
were
a fucking nothing in your dad's nuts.
You were just
Seriously.
a gleam in your father's eyes.
Seriously, I could have that
You were a
attitude. Way.
protein
Seriously.
floating around your dad's body.
But it goes again, they're like, yeah, we still, I mean, look at us now, even now, like we still, sometimes when we joke around privately or whatever, we still joke pretty hard.
Yeah.
But we've made the adaptation to like, okay, yeah, we know that this is
It's
not
inappropriate for
for the audience or
for a public.
for the public, but we still have that sense of humor, and we're able to, work with it. And yeah, it maturity does kick in, but we find the balance between the way we grew up and we were raised and how our parents are to like what this generation is.
That's the hope, way. But I mean, también there's, como dices este way, there's a lot of people our age that are fucking
Oh,
grumpy
yeah.
motherfuckers
Oh,
that
they are.
que
They
me
are.
respetas.
They
porque
are, yeah.
that, I mean,
100%.
it's not all of us, way. Let's not.
No, but I mean, most of the people that like,
I mean, we surround ourselves
that
with.
we surround ourselves have that mentality,
Yeah,
and the
porque
ones that
si no
don't,
les damos carrilla, güey.
Have what mentality, way?
our mentality,
De not
we're-
be amargados
yeah,
and-
like
Oh, no.
not only that, but you're like, como dices, I could easily go in with this mentality or this attitude, but you choose not to because you already know, like, you know what? I don't know everything.
I don't, yeah.
And there's some things that the younger generation can teach me, as vice versa. I could also teach them some things.
I mean,
And it's just share knowledge.
historically, way, if you look at history, change happens with the youth, way. It's all the movements, everything. The older generations,
When you're hopeful, bro.
the older, the what?
That's when you're hopeful. Ahorita we lost our hope.
Estamos amargados, güey. A la chingada.
You guys need to surround yourself with younger people, way.
It's a joke.
You guys surround yourself with a bunch of
joke.
bitter ass fucking old people. Way. So the youth is always a catalyst for change, way. And the older generation like us, it's always the ones in the back saying, "Nah, you guys don't know shit. You guys are fucking."
Yeah.
And so, we either gonna live with that and accept that, or we're gonna be bitter, way. But the change happens with the youth, way. I mean, 40-year-old, 50-year-old people, good luck, way. We're the ones that balance the optimism of the youth by being jaded and bitter and saying, "No, you can't do that." So we're all needed in society. You need those bitter fucking mid-aged people to be like, "No, you're fucking dumb. And that drives the youth to be like, "No, you're fucking old. I'm gonna fucking
Fuck
do this."
you.
And that dynamic is shown in history, way.
Yeah, I mean, well, look at in the 60s and then in the 70s and then the 80s. Every decade there's been, the youth like I remember in the 90s, 187. The youth fucking really responded to that, and fucking based upon that, people's careers or lives were formed at that moment. You know, and then look at now, like what's happening in Tennessee. Like, you know, you have the youth in the, you know, City Hall protesting and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I totally agree. The youth does advocate for change.
They do. I mean, I just think that maybe right now it's every group for themselves. It feels like it feels like every movement, whether it's like issues with the trans community or issues with immigrant Latinos, issues with the black community. I feel like we're more divided than we were like in the 60s. I mean, maybe like because I know when Martin Luther King was fighting for civil rights. I mean, shit, I hate to bring this dude up because he was trying to lick some kid's tongue this week.
Oh, the Dalai Lama?
But
Oh shit!
but
Anyway.
that was fucking weird, dude. I'm like, come on. My chick sent me that, and I was like, nah, not this guy too, man.
Oh shit!
But in those days, you had Martin Luther King was marching through the streets, but you had people like the Dalai Lama. You had people like Thomas Merton, which was a Catholic fucking he was like one of those monks. What are they called? The Catholic monks. They have like a little sector.
Oh, they're
Monks.
Yeah,
Well,
Trappist or some shit. I forgot. Wait, but the point is like it wasn't only like the black. I mean, and you could say like, yeah, there is.
Everybody had a little leader type of thing. You're saying?
Every leader was like when Martin Luther King would march through the streets. You also had monks. You had Catholic leaders. You had people that
all
were
denominations.
Yeah, like I feel like nowadays, like you have like the people maybe on the floor that are diverse, but as far as the people leading and kind of leading these marches or leading these movements, I feel like in those days it was more like people were kind of more
Unified?
like the Martin Luther King thing is he believed that everybody, all my brothers and sisters, right? And I don't hear that sentiment a lot nowadays, like how Martin Luther King would say it. Like it was not just blacks. It's like, no, my white brothers and sisters. Like it was a different kind of mentality. More like kind of like we should all come together for this one purpose. And I feel like now it's not really like that as much.
Maybe we're seeing it. See, the thing is that we're I don't know if we could see how they saw it in the eyes, because the common denominator was just, I guess, entitled people upset of change, and they didn't want if you were not their color, they're not their race or their religion or their creed or whatever it was, you just didn't have a voice or vote type of deal. And I think that's still happening now. It's different. Now it's, color and everything is in there, but now it's like, like identity. Like if you're a man, like, well, no, I don't identify as that. Or you're a woman, I don't identify as that either. Then there's a hate towards that community, and there's still the color. There's still the sex. There's still the religion, because if you're not a white American Protestant, then you're like fucking evil type of deal, So it's still there. It's just now it's kind of like
I think
adapted.
Well, I don't think it's adapted. I think you're kind of saying what he's saying, because all that you're creating, instead of the three categories, por decir, and none of this accurate, but I'm saying instead of the three categories or being divided by color, now we're adding different categories, and I think that's what he's saying. So now everybody's like, okay, well, I am this color, and I need this.
Yeah.
I identify this. I need this. So it's not like that we're against each other, but we have so many other categories now that it kind of divides you up instead of like just kind of uniting under a banner type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying the same thing in different ways, which we normally always happens to us. Pero
well, I mean, I think people listen to information differently. So some people would listen to more how he puts it than how I mean, we're basically talking about the same thing, right? But I think the other thing that's kind of alarming for me is that people kind of gave up on peace. Like, Martin Luther King was more peaceful. Like Malcolm X had a little bit more traction because he was more kind of like, no, we got to get our shit kind of thing. Where I think a lot of people are giving up on peace, where I think like a lot of like peace rallies and a lot of like dealing with social issues through peace, I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think people, and I wouldn't say that we gave peace a full chance. I think that a lot of people don't feel like peace will work, so they feel like now to get change, you need fucking chaos and violence. We're gonna take this the wrong way, and I would argue that that's not the right way. But I mean, what do I know? But I just feel like we came into a society where we think that violence is going to get us our answers and our solutions, and peace is just going to have people walk all over us.
I don't know if it's changed that much in that context. I mean, from my perspective, I don't think it's changed that much. Porque en aquel entonces, pues, yeah, they started off peaceful, but there was always that aggravation that they fucking beat you down type of thing. And now you start off as peaceful, and then maybe they're not beating you down as much because they're still beating you down, but now they're fucking throwing you in vans and fucking locking you up, whatever. And there's just people like cops and like fucking almost plain clothes throwing you into a fucking van way. Like they still escalate things, is what I'm saying. Like it's so even if you start off peaceful, I think you end up a little bit more towards like Malcolm X, more aggressive, more violent way, and I think it's kind of está cabrón way.
Yeah, I just think people don't think that peace works. I think we're in a society where you gotta.
Shit.
You gotta take.
It's a tough one, way.
You gotta get
tough nut to crack.
You gotta get your fucking rights or everything through violence because peace doesn't work. I mean, I feel like that's where we're at.
Yeah, because if you look at it, everything that started off peaceful ends up violent. So they're like, okay, that's not working. What's the next approach? All right, if peace is not working, how are we gonna get their attention? Now we came knocking, with our fingers on the door. Now we gotta fucking use a sledgehammer para que nos oigan.
Pues it's like I fucking keep telling you guys, way. It's the world we live in now, way. Like if you're on Instagram, the negative things is what gets you, way. That's what gets the views, the likes. Fucking like it goes to what like you're saying, way. Like you put fucking something go happen, yeah, some people like it, but the ones that fucking really get traction and go viral are the more negative fucking headlines, way.
Yeah, I would argue we've always been like that, way. I would argue that.
I mean, it doesn't come from nowhere, yeah.
We used to go to public executions. It was a thing where kids were there. We were fucking make it like we're going to the fair.
We used to watch each other, fucking people fight each other to death.
Yeah, no, I mean, look at Roman times. I mean, I just feel like we've always been that those people. I mean, look at the Aztec games. I mean, they were
fucking
brutal.
violent as fuck, bro.
They're brutal. Yeah.
We're in our nature.
I mean, look, dude, you walk by a freeway or something and you see an accident, you slow down because you want to see some fucking blood, you want to see some fucking head chopped off.
Yeah, like what happened?
You want to see some arms fucking stuck? I mean, come on. Like, it was
we're all about fucking violence and sex.
Fucking, we almost got took out in the freeway today.
What?
Yeah, fucking some pinche.
Is he exaggerating or?
Well, no. The vato was in a bigger truck, and he almost fucking he came like 3/4 into the lane.
So he went into your lane.
Yeah, he went into
like
my
3/4, not like
yeah.
A
So
little
I
bit,
had to
like,
go into the shoulder because I was gonna merge to the.
Pues por eso I looked up because the fucking.
Yeah, and then I'm honking, y el cabrón en el pinche teléfono.
Oh man,
and I'm
sucks,
like, what
bro.
the fuck, and I'm like,
Ramon got fucking a little heater, bro.
Sure, I'm
yeah,
sure
casi nos mata, güey.
Oh shit.
Casi nos mata, pinche.
And no coincidence in my mind. 10 minutes later, he's talking about how he fucking wants to take out his fucking shotgun to go fucking. to go.
No, he's throwing
See,
it
I don't know,
off.
wait, no.
Hold on. Not even.
Peace doesn't work.
We went. So we're driving and we passed by this place that I hadn't noticed before. It says Guns and Ammo. I'm like, oh shit, hey, there's a Guns and Ammo place right here. Y Simon, and then Fernie, Fernie's been, like I don't know what it was. I'm like, hey Ferdy, we should hang out. We should go to the shooting range. I'm like, maybe I need to put the fucking the retrocarga in fucking action. I gotta get a feel for it, because since I got it, I haven't used it or taken it out.
Yeah.
And he's all like, oh shit, that's not a bad idea. I'm like, yeah, fucking, take it. I mean, maybe we could take it to the shooting range. He's like, oh, but you got to use birdshot. So, fucking no problem. And I'm like, but I mean, I was thinking like maybe like we're fucking getting a little fucking handgun.
All of a sudden.
But no, this is way after the fucking.
Pero también to add a little more context to what I just said. This is last Saturday we passed by the same gun store and you didn't notice it.
No, because we were going the opposite way.
But it says really big on the windows on every side. Ammo.
No. Because last week when we were driving,
y ahora que venía encabronado
we're going on the opposite direction and we have to look on the right hand side. This place was on my left. Now that we're on the opposite lane,
y vienes
we're coming, it's on my right hand side and it's obvious. I'm like, oh, I see it now.
That's a good point.
But I wasn't paying attention last time we passed by because I was looking to the right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if you're hungry, you're gonna notice that restaurant. If you just came out of Golden Corral, you don't give a shit about what restaurant.
No, you're not noticing the other buffet around.
I gotta go home and take a shit. Is what you're noticing.
Pero they almost ran me off the road. I got an escopeta. They sell ammo there.
Yeah, I buy that one, bro. I don't know. I buy that one.
You know what? Fuck you. We ain't going no more,
You should
Fernie.
think. I'm just saying, it was good.
Yeah, no, this is our argument. Way peace doesn't work.
Yeah, it just goes what he was saying. That's why I brought it up.
Peace sells, but who's buying?
No coincidence I brought it up.
You didn't try to talk him down. It's not like you wanted.
Nah,
to...
güey, yo quiero ir al pinche shooting range
Yeah.
too.
Oh shit!
No. Remember, when we were in the apartment, we went
A few times.
Yeah, we went
Ramon
a few
scared the
times.
shit out of me a few
I went
times.
a few times. Yeah,
Yeah,
we went crazy one time. We spent like $600.
I was fucking, I
with
was
the
all
fucking
paniqueado.
dumpster and the zombies. Like, fucking, we kept shooting at the dumpster. Like, el güey que está escondido ahí, sí chingó a su madre.
Yeah, he has no chance.
Yeah,
if there's a guy inside that fucking dumpster,
He's done.
Chingó a su madre.
So it was like a cutout of like a guy peeking through the side of a trash can with a gun, and so
Those big trash cans.
the big industrial one.
Yeah.
So I started shooting, I started going ham on that shit. And so I retracted the thing to see how my shots went. And all the shots were on the trash can. I didn't hit the dude once, but I was like, hey, but if there's his homies in the trash,
Sí chingan a su madre.
they're done. That shit was funny. Man.
No shit.
We laughed.
And then there's a little button that goes back and forth. The
retracts it, yeah.
yeah. So we kept pushing it like the zombies were coming towards us, and then we put it back.
Ahí viene, güey, ahí viene. Ta, 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 ta. All right, shh. Lo asustaste,
It was
güey.
fun. We had a friend that went with us, remember? And he was kind of on a budget. And then we fucking ordered all kind of shit. And then
Well, they kept going back for refills. Right?
Yeah,
And then when
fucking more shells.
when the bill
More
came,
ammo.
More ammo.
when the bill came, it was like $60 each or something. And he's like, "Oh shit, I don't know if it's gonna be that much." I was like, "Hey, bro, you had fun."
Oh,
but
good, because we told him like $25.
Yeah.
yeah, and then I started, "Oh, give me fucking those. Give me that one. Give me that 50 caliber."
Oh shit, you got the esta la de pinche Dirty Harry, right? Hey, let me get that one.
But it was a ghetto ass shooting range, right? Because I remember there was some females with some fucking looked like some AKs, but they weren't AKs. But they were
They're the
taking
22s, yeah.
They were taking a picture, like a fucking cover of a corrido, right there, and we're like, "Wait, what the fuck you guys doing here?"
Well, I mean, even Ramon scared me a few times, way.
Yeah.
Ramon was fucking.
You don't have etiquette when it comes
No,
to
I mean, I didn't have it then.
You have it now?
I
I
believe
got better.
do,
No,
yeah.
he got better, way.
After la regañada, yeah.
Pero every time we went, I was like, "Ay, wait, no, by the way."
Yeah, like, oh shit.
I mean,
typical, you know how when you see movies where like the person with first time with the gun, boom, and then like, hey, swings around with the, hey, so algo así,
He
güey.
points the gun
Yeah.
at people.
Yeah, algo así, güey.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sí
And
damos
then-
asustos al cabrón, güey.
After
My
that,
heart stopped a few times.
Fucking aquí quiero hacer the old fucking Mario Almada fucking gunslinger.
I know, güey. Fuck.
He thinks it's clean as wood
I
over
know,
here.
güey.
He's fucking dirty Harry over here.
And I'm fucking hiding behind the trash can,
No
güey.
mames, Ramon. Why, bro? What? It's not low. Oh shit, it is. Hold on.
Holy
Ya se acaba el
shit,
pinche
bro.
Está
cartucho.
recargada.
Y luego tiene una más en el pinche en el chamber. I'm like,
Holy
what?
shit.
Oh shit, there is. My bad.
Fuck,
It
güey.
could have gone really bad, really quick.
Yeah.
So he was like those chicks, güey.
Yeah.
Que las regañaron, remember?
Yeah, because they
kept
did. They fucking did something stupid.
Well, they kept doing that way,
they're
and
taking
they
pictures with the
and they're
gun, man.
fucking like pointing it,
Yeah.
and, like fucking like pointing like at the camera way, and
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
way?
dude.
Yeah, but that
it
was
was a-
after like our third time, I think.
It was the Los Angeles Gun Club, which is literally in a kind of little rough area way. So,
It's in downtown, way.
so there's that. It was fun though.
It was.
Yeah, like
It was. So I was telling Freddie, hey, fucking yeah, ahorita, give me like about 2-3 weeks. We'll go. I'll
And
take
then we're
the-
gonna go find that guy in the truck.
Yeah.
Got his license plate.
Retrocarga. Fucking, and then, and that way I could try out some other pinches cuetes, a ver cuál me gusta.
Ay, oíla.
Because they got their,
Some
something right.
M80s or what kind of
No,
cuentas?
fucking,
Chinos? ¿Cuántos chinos?
the little poppers.
Some pedos de bruja.
Yeah, so just, to give it a try and everything. But
That's good. Way.
yeah, so it was one of those. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go hang out because I only see him like once a week.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, oh well, let's fucking. I do miss the apartment times. I really do. And I keep telling the mija because they're like, oh, so what? You want to move back in with Fernie? I'm like, son of a bitch, that doesn't help.
He's a family man. Way. Leave him alone.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, fuck. No, porque, yeah. So there's again, I do more stuff with Fernie than I do with the mija, apparently. I'm like, that's not true. I'm only seeing him once a week.
How's the coffee thing going, man? I haven't asked you guys about
It's
it.
going good.
Yeah?
We got an event coming up in June, and I think we got
it's June.
and then I think there's another one. Well, I think we have 2 in June, don't we?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know about the Venice Fest.
And then
That's
the
June, I think.
the Real Hondo.
Oh yeah, that we have a real Honda, but that one fucking that's more promo way.
That's a promo, yeah. So we got those coming up and shit. We got those, and then so it's going good. We got we're all more involved in it. So it's just like people at the beginning they were all curious, and now like they'll order, but it's not like we got to get it going more and more.
Do you guys do like new blends and shit? How does that work?
We haven't done new blends yet. No, we have what we have right now. It's just Chica Festa está carito ahorita.
Yeah, I heard it was going up. Way.
Yeah.
It's been going up since we started. Every year it's more expensive.
Yeah. So
It's not even like the inflation. It's just there's a lot of fucking environmental changes too, way that fucking cause everything costs more. That being way.
Shit, way.
So it's just like we want to, but like we gotta let's just not to save our money, but like let's just what we have, let's do this. But once it picks up something breaks open up, then we'll
Let's fucking make our mistakes on the cheaper end.
yeah.
Did you guys change pricing, or is it the same price with the price going up?
We changed it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To adapt to like the shipping.
every year I reassess depending like what the new crop cost or whatever, you know.
That's cool, way. That's fucking awesome. How does that blend thing work, way? Like, if you guys, is it obviously it's trial and error, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys first figure out what kind of coffee you want, or you just kind of start mixing shit together, see what happens? How does that work?
I do a lot of mixing just for the fuck of it at home.
Yeah.
Con las sobras. Pero no, like normally we'll come up with some idea and then you start playing with it. A ver what fits that idea way. Like to find that idea, pues. Like say like you like the decaf one, pues. Well, we have a half and half way. So it's half caffeine, so it's half decaf, half regular coffee. So you get that idea right, and then it's okay. We need half of it to be decaf. We need to find a good decaf that fits right here. And then the other half, is it going to be one coffee? Is it going to be two? Let's mix a few. I read how it mixes with this decaf. So you go through a few little different tries and different amounts way of each, that way.
But you also go with the notes of the coffee bean, because you can't get two that have almost identical notes. You got to get a balance. Like this one's little bit heavier in the chocolatey or nuttier region, and you want to make
it goes like this
I
too.
know. And then on the other one, you have like a little bit more citrusy that has lighter notes, or it's a little bit lighter in taste. So then you mix it. You do half and half. A ver cómo sale the ratio, and it's like no, it's a little bit better, or like this overpowers
or
that
has
one.
too much citrus type of shit.
This overpowers that. So then you cut it down, and then you do a ratio. But it all depends. I mean, what is it that you're going? Como dice Fernie, what do you want out of it? Like,
is it like I don't know shit about coffee, so I'm asking a bunch of questions because I'm curious. Is like if a coffee is meant to be like a iced coffee, does that change the way the coffee is made, or can anything be like an ice? Because I know temperature probably affects the taste, right?
But I mean, the amount of coffee that you're gonna use for that, because it's gonna be sitting in water, like, so depending. Quieres a little bit bolder because the ice or whatever dilutes it, and then so you want it to be stronger. So with the balance of the water, it's not too.
Makes sense,
Yeah, because people confuse iced coffee and cold brew way.
Yeah.
So iced coffee is literally you make the hot coffee either over ice or you put the ice later, and then that's what you got to think about. Like what he's saying, you got to remember that ice is most of that ice is probably gonna melt depending on what you put in there, and that just turns into water. So you want to brew like a stronger coffee to account for that, pues. So like when I make mine in the morning, like when this guy picks me up, y le echo hielo and I brew it into the ice, I just make sure it brews stronger way so that cuando that ice melts, it kind of balances that way. If not, you get a little weaker coffee because you didn't account for the water. And if you do cold brew, people normally like just make a more concentrated coffee, so it's much stronger, and then you can add the milk or fucking ice or water or milk, like whatever. But
However you drink it.
But you normally make a much more concentrated thing. But cold brew, literally, you sit it out for like 18 hours or 20 hours, depends on like what recipe you're going with.
How do you guys like figure out like, because you guys go by taste? That's what I'm assuming, right? When you mix something, it's like more of a taste to see if you guys want the same. How do you guys account for like the way people prepare it differently? They're gonna add cream or they're gonna add this. How does that affect like? Because I mean, I like my coffee like black. I don't like anything on it. So Do you guys, when you guys are testing it, do you guys test it black or do you guys prepare it the way you guys like it? How does that work?
When we do a cupping, we do it, straight black. No additions of anything. No sugar, no creamer, or no anything. So
The cupping's a little different too, way, porque you don't get the same. Everything's much, like you're saying, it's black, but it's also the bean hasn't gone through its full process, so everything's even like more emphasized, and sometimes even if you cup a few days after way, you'll get like it'll open up a little bit. Depends on the coffee and the usually who you get it from. We already tried different variations, and they'll know that too. Pero that one is black. Pero it also changes, pues, because that one when you do a cupping, they roast it. I think there's a standard. I forgot if you have to roast it within like 10 hours or 8 hours, or not roasted. Roasted within like half a day maybe, and then you cup it, so you get but the flavors can change even from that way. So it gets pretty technical way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you want to do is like if you're doing the cupping or you're tasting it, you taste it like black. And then you get the full flavor of the bean,
So do you guys like coffee connoisseurs like you guys, I guess, at this point? Do you guys, you guys are more in it than most.
Yeah.
Right? I would consider that a connoisseur. Do you guys get like a chef, if they fucking made me a good steak, he would fucking be appalled if I put A1 sauce on it. Do you guys don't mind like people putting like cream and all that shit on there?
Porque también, just to go back to like what you're saying, that kind of relates to this. Lo bueno que somos cuatro, güey, and most of us drink it all a little different también. And me and Dave like to experiment a lo pendejo way. So I tried a bunch of different ways. Dave makes it sometimes a few different ways like that. Then Ramon fucking sometimes makes it a few different ways. So we all got to try it a little bit, and kind of like a chef where you try it different ways. You already know like what the taste, like those notes from when you originally cupped it, and then you can translate them to with milk, without milk. If I put it in the coffee machine, if I put it in the espresso machine, if I put it in French press or Dave's like a mocha pot thing. So you get to try it in different ways, and you kind of compare notes. So como somos cuatro, we got to compare notes and say, hey, wait, I really like the Mexico like this. Did you try the Mexico? Oh, I didn't, but I tried it like this, and it was kind of meh. Oh, pero ¿sabes qué? En el pinche Costa Rica, in the espresso machine, estaba mejor que Mexico. So you get a lot of like trading of notes.
And you guys keep track of like...
Yeah.
Mentally, keep track a lot.
I have a notepad. I have a booklet.
So then like...
On the Yo Punto. So... Yeah, because when we get our beans or we roast it, and we get like little samples, so we take it home and we try it. So Fernie will do Fernie does like you like doing your cold brews.
I do the cold brews. Not as much as I like them, but I don't do as much as one.
Fernie is not a fan of hot coffee.
Yeah,
I like it hot. I'm not so much a fan of a cold coffee, right? So I have, luckily, we have an espresso machine. I have the pour over. I have a French press. I have the drip. And sometimes I do it old school, como de la olla type of deal. So I do it those ways, and then I'm able to like, okay, you know what? Like the Costa Rica, I don't really care for it in the drip, but I love it in the espresso. Pour over, también it's pretty good. It flowers nicely,
Let me ask you this though: is it like your preference, or is it just the coffee? Because could there be somebody out there that says, "Oh, the Costa Rica and the drip is my So it just depends on
the your taste buds too. But también, like I said, you got to compare notes. So
I mean that's what we do with music. Where like when you record a song and you take the mix and it's ready to get mastered, everybody listens to it in their car, in the computer, in your phone. Like you listen to the song in different ways, because the song is going to sound different on my car or their car, on the TV, on the different speakers. So it's important. Like I get what you guys are saying when it's like...
And lo chingón, pues, like I'm saying, is you get to compare notes, and then you get some ideas. So like when you're talking to someone, oh, ¿te gusta así? Oh, so that's kind of like a Ramon likes it. So yeah, I would recommend like this coffee, por decir, right? Because you're very able to maybe a mí no me gusta, like you're saying that way, but I know he likes it that way, and you're checking off a lot of boxes Ramon style, like what his preferences are. So I know just from comparing notes that you're probably closer to like the Ramon, and you'll like this one the way you're asking about. So that's what I'm saying. That's the benefit. I mean, even like when he's talking about the cupping, I go off their notes with like all the flavors and like the connoisseur. What I would take like from connoisseurs, que dices que, oh, you taste that grape, or you taste that fucking this. it's like food way, like we're talking about before. I'm not that into food that I taste all kinds of things in there and
like the spices.
oh, mira, este vino tiene like the fucking these whatever,
Notes.
right? Honeydew or whatever. That shit doesn't pop for me, but it does for like him and Dave, and they take notes, and I go off their notes. But lo que me gusta a mí is fucking the experimenting, trying different things together, and then when I get something I think I'm in the ballpark that tastes good, les doy estos weird little samples to try it, like 3 or 4 variations, like one with more citrus, one with less, uno que está un poco más pesadón, like, and then we compare notes. El que seems more balanced to everybody, that's kind of what we go with.
Yeah, and then sometimes, and then one thing that Dave has, and at the first I'm like, that's kind of weird, but then it started making sense. He asked them, like, when do you drink your coffee? Well, I drink it in the morning, or some people are like, oh, I drink it in the afternoon or after a meal. So then Dave breaks it down like, okay, so for me, this coffee is always good after a meal or like when I'm having a certain dessert or if I'm having breakfast or whatever it is, or even at night where like, because Dave could drink fucking coffee at night and no le afecta.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
So then he asked those questions at the beginning. I used to clown him. I'm like, fucking Dave, dude. Like, do you eat it after fucking having Salisbury steak?
Yeah,
you know?
Judgmental.
Yeah, pero
Not anymore.
It's because
I just fuck with
I
him,
still
but-
clown him porque Dave aquí, my wall of text on the fucking live chat right here. He does where he goes through like people fucking show up to the little booth and he goes through a whole survey way, and I'm like, bro, you gotta like move it along way. Like he fucking, a ver, ¿a qué horas tomas? And do you like the taste of blackberries?
How often, like, as soon as you brush your teeth, when do you drink your coffee?
At what
the
age?
fluoride affects it.
At what age
Yeah,
did you
probably,
first masturbate? Was it that morning or night? Like he goes through like a whole survey, like he's checking off like a 100
He's probably
questions.
defending himself.
I know, he is,
I see the chat going crazy.
Either I see a little finger up or a thumb up. I don't know. It's one of those.
Dude, so he goes through like a whole 100 questionnaire way, and then he's like calculates. Yeah, I think I'm gonna recommend the Mexico. But Dave, you recommended the Mexico to the last 20 people. Way.
Yeah.
Dave's
Some
funny.
people like to drink coffee when they're smoking. So I'll tell them, I'm like, okay, so this one goes good, you know, this one will go good.
Yeah.
Or like they'll having a cigar or whatever it is, or like a cigarette, lo que sea, like, yeah, this will complement it. You know, so there's all kinds of people have the rituals.
Yeah.
They have their ways. Like you, I know you like it black.
Yeah, I don't like anything.
Well,
You
not
don't
even
have
like just
anything
black,
on it.
like bitter
Yeah.
black.
You like it bitter black.
I like the more bitter for me, the better.
But you also like it darker.
Yeah.
You don't like it lighter.
No.
So the one thing that I started noticing is that, you know, some of our beans do have lighter colors, but we're always going off is like the recommended portion or grams per cup. So if you're used to putting 1 scoop of like your Folgers, of course it's going to be darker because that one's roasted a certain way.
Yeah.
When they use ours, they're like, oh, dude, it's too light. I'm like, you got to add a little bit more then to get it that color, because then they get turned off like, oh, yeah, it's weak. I'm like, the color might be weak, but I'm going to guarantee you're going to fucking
coffee's
be
not
up.
weak.
Yeah.
You're going to be up. That's what happened to my parents. When I gave them some coffee, my mom's like, está muy clarito para nosotros y que sabe que I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, but then she's like, pero eso sí, no me dejó dormir, hijo de su chingada madre, you know? I'm like, it's because it's a strong coffee. This is not your Folgers. This is not your Nescafe. This is not all of this, you know? It's like,
We have conceptions about coffee, pues, and I'm like, I even like when people start asking the thing, I try to tell them, we're like, it's not like once you get into like the specialty coffees, pues, there's built-in conceptions, pues, that people associate. I like it like this. I like this, and they're like, for example, they're used to it being fucking like black.
Yeah.
Like you get the gas station type of thing, and the way we roast our coffee and the way we process it todo, we're not gonna get that way. We're not gonna get that color.
Yeah.
Because either you have to use a chingo, or you have to use worse beans. like
they use
shittier
fillers.
beans.
Yeah, they use fillers.
So like I'm saying, like for what we're going for, we won't get that. But we got kind of have to get past that with people to like, don't worry about the colorway, just taste it. Do you like the way it tastes? If you do, cool. So you know, pues no, like it's just not for you.
I mean, dude, and a lot of it's in the language too. I mean, you guys are basically selling a product. So, I mean, when we were in the dispensary, we literally would have cannabis that was like not selling properly. We're like, dude, we got to get rid of this shit. So literally rebranding it, changing the name, telling somebody you're going to like this. It's like you kind of brainwash them in a way. And then people are so like, it's incredible how they just start going with what you're telling them, because we had times where we would make somebody smell that and show it to them. Either they didn't like the name or we weren't selling it properly. And like, nah, I don't like that. And then a week later, new name, rebranding, new pitch, same shit. Oh yeah, this shit's fucking good. And it's all what you put in their heads that they're gonna enjoy. I mean, it's just crazy how that shit works. Way it's literally the same thing.
Yeah,
literally the same thing you were bitching about last week that you didn't like. Now you're all about it just because of the way I pitched it to you.
Yeah, and sometimes people just go off with like, if you tell them it's a Colombian, I'm like, oh man, this is good, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is Mexico. Yeah, well, what part? I'm like, oh, Chiapas. Oh yeah, no, that's really good. Fucking.
Yeah, but it's always built-in conceptions, pues.
It is. Yeah.
It's from a little town in Chiapas que se llama Tepiscoloyo, bro. Like,
shit, my mom's from there. Some shit like
really good, dude. It's fucking bomb. It's fire. Like, yeah, you feel it, bro. You feel it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes at Costa Rica, like, I don't know, this last event we had, a lot of people came back from Costa Rica. Like, I was just there. And
just so happened.
Yeah, it just so happened. I was just there. And oh my God, their coffee's so good. I'm like, oh yeah. Boom. So I don't know if I accidentally gave them Colombia instead of Costa Rica because they were right next to each other, and we have little labels for ourselves to see which one it is.
Shit, Ramon,
and I think
mistakes.
I gave them Colombia, and like, oh my God, it's just like that. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with it.
Colombia, Costa Rica, same shit.
I'm like, oh my God, it's just
We're
like
all
I was,
Latinos.
like you just transported me there. I'm like, all right, that's the beauty of our coffee. We put you there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh shit, look at this guy. We'll put you there.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
a salesman,
put you there.
bro.
No passport needed here.
No, Ramon goes full fucking sales mode, bro.
That's
And
good, way.
he starts making up stats.
That's good, Wes.
I even make up names. I'm like making up shit.
One time he was telling a guy, because the guy was like, fucking, Dave loves the story way. The guy was like, no, pues, I don't have a coffee machine. He goes, oh, you don't have a Keurig even? No, I don't have a Keurig. And he goes, you know what you can do? You can make it with some hot tap water way. Like turn the tap all the way, let it run till it gets really hot. Get a napkin.
What?
He was telling him how to make coffee
Dude.
with hot tap water.
I mean, if you really think about it, the tap water in your house can go to 120 degrees.
Well, no, you know that now, but you know that.
No, but I mean,
now
it's
that you've
really
been-
hot. You can't really hold.
And he knows all
No
these
way.
stats.
He knows his stats now. He didn't know these stats then, eh?
But it gets really fucking hot.
It does
He
get
just
wrong.
went full salesman and told him he could make tap
So
water
what's the
coffee.
what's the proper temperature of the water?
Like 202, I think.
Oh, so even at 120, 130, it'll.
I mean, it'll be enough for the grounds.
No.
Wait, so
to,
this,
like-
so this person literally doesn't have a stove either? They can't.
they do,
I don't know, but
it's
somehow he went to tap
No,
water.
it's 'cause-
let it run for like 2 minutes to get hot.
One thing you got to understand is that nobody really makes. No, I'm not saying nobody, but there's a good portion of people that don't make coffee at home anymore because for them it's easier just to roll up to a
The
drive-through
Starbucks with
That's
the
true.
fucking
and
cancerous
order
cup.
it because
true.
making it at home it takes time.
That's true. Yeah.
You know,
We're on the go.
you're on
gotta
the
get shit
go.
done.
You can't.
Gotta hustle, bro.
Yeah. So, no te das. I've noticed that a lot of people just wake up, get dressed, and leave. No se dan tiempo to make themselves their coffee or
Yeah.
to like,
Yeah, they're really
make their
late.
breakfast. Yeah, they're always like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I need to be at work at 7. I'm waking up at 6:30.
Yeah.
And I gotta be out of here by 6:35 or so. So they just got enough time to brush your teeth and get dressed and go.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't give themselves time for that. So it's easier for them to stop by on the way.
Yeah,
and
for
get
sure,
it.
for sure.
So a lot of people don't know, like, oh, this. How do you make this? Oh, you can make it on the drip. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
no, I
like
get
your
that.
coffee maker. Like, I got a Keurig. Does that count? I'm like, you could, but for a Keurig, you would have to get the little canastita, the little dispenser that lets you pour your own coffee on it. But on this one, you have to try it because you got to put either
Trial and
less or more so that you could get that flavor. Because it could just put a scoop, but maybe that's not enough, and it's going to be very diluted. So you got to pack it up a little bit more so that you could get the full flavor and the effect of it.
I pack it.
So it's like everything.
Pack it.
It's got a. Once you start doing it, it's like, you get used to it, and it's like, como dicen, quality over quantity, and
Yeah.
you do that, and then the quantity follows once you have the quality.
Hey, maybe Istaza should be the official coffee of Alcoholics Anonymous, bro. Start getting your fucking shit in those fucking.
Wow.
The meetings.
The
They
thing
love-
is,
they love
you know how much a tub of fucking Folgers cost?
How much?
Dude, esa pinche te sale como unos que 17 varos o algo.
you look-
And it's a big fucking canister.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Like 5
us,
pounds or some shit.
yeah, with us it's like it's 12 ounces. It's about the same price.
It's not
so,
even a pound.
I get
yeah,
it.
it's not even a pound. So it's like we have quality coffee.
They're too much of a peasants for Istaza.
No,
Right,
no,
right,
it's
that's
just
what it's
that
trying to say.
they're on a budget, dude. They're on a budget.
No, but the part of it is kind of I think it goes to like what he's saying way. And you're in a hurry way. You're not worried about the taste. You just want that fucking kick. I need to fucking get going way. I need to hustle like we're
Dude,
saying.
you know how many fucking guys in warehouses I see literally drinking fucking pre-workout way? The C4? That's literally
C4, yeah.
That's literally their fucking jump, their coffee in the morning. They're literally drinking fucking C4 way. Like
That shit's expensive as fuck.
it is, bro, but it's like, wait, you're not working out, or you're driving the fucking picking up pallets. Like, what are you drinking C4 for?
Leaving hydraulic fuel everywhere.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, the C4 has a lot of caffeine, a lot of sugar.
That
and
shit
shit, too.
fucking
Yeah,
gets
good,
you fucking
jittery.
Get you jittery way.
It's, I forgot what ingredient is.
Yeah, but también like going
Well, it
back
has
to
for the nitrous too, the nitrous oxide in your body and shit.
I think people know with the coffee, I think it's just mainly sugar. Like they could use like Starbucks could use the shittiest coffee, but they cover it up with the sugar, all the stuff they put in it, you know?
Yeah, that's what people want.
Yeah, the caramel, the syrups, the whipped cream, y todo eso desmadre. So
Yeah, you're
they're-
not drinking coffee as much as you're
they're drinking more sugar, so they're
You're drinking
confusing.
caramel.
You're drinking more of a pastry at that point.
Yeah.
You're not
So
really-
the energy they get, they think it's getting it from the coffee, but it's really the
Yeah,
sugar.
And then they
Yeah.
the crash.
Yeah.
You know, the other day they got me
crash
fucking
is
a little
harder.
sample that I didn't want. They have this thing with I guess
oil?
it's
The
like
one-
the olive oil one.
Yeah.
It was not that good way. Fucking I don't know. Maybe because I guess she said that in Greece that's how they drink it and all this shit. But
They're saying que a muchos gente le está dando el pinche, fucking coffee at least at least gives you a little bathroom break. But this one's speeding up that bathroom
oh,
break.
is that what that was?
Yeah,
So it's fucking
I
greasing
thought
up
with that
your
shit.
it's greasing up your insides, bro.
No me gustó, like the texture. I could taste like the olive oil, and I didn't like it. Maybe it's just like I said, like he says, we're all already.
Yeah,
This is what I like. This is
Yeah, so sometimes it's harder with like our older older
well,
clientele because they're
Hi,
used
clientele.
they're used to a certain way. So when we give them, like, oh my god, this is good. Or sometimes they look at it like, oh, this looks too light. I'm like, yeah. You know, it looks light, but it's like if you're going with color, yeah, it's light, but you automatically assume the darker it is, the stronger it is, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
You know?
about
So
education.
it takes a while to like not convince people, but help them see that.
But I mean, you're talking to a whole generation. That's how they are in everything in their lives, dude. Good luck telling them to fucking do something different. Like it's their way. That's how they've been doing it. And yeah, I guess there's a lot of education involved in what you guys do, because people have these misconceptions. Way. I mean, I know me thinking that the more bitter, the better. I know that's all bullshit, but that's what I tell myself. Like,
Well, but that's what like we're saying, that's what you like.
that's what I like.
And generally your coffee shouldn't be bitter. So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like we're fighting like almost like that little uphill battle. I mean, people like when you ask them, okay, what kind of coffee? Well, Dave's doing his questionnaire. Send your questionnaire. He's like, so what kind of coffee? You're like, all right, what's the strongest one? And fucking Dave, so well, hold on, that's page 3. I have 100 questions for that. What do you mean by stronger? Do you mean, do you want a bigger kick? Do you want more flavor? Okay,
Color?
So what about citrus? Do you like citrus?
Yeah.
That's the thing about it, right, bro? Is they just
Yeah.
want it to
Yeah.
be strong.
They want it to be strong, but they associate strong with dark
Black and
roast.
bitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the dark roast. And the dark roast is just basically burning the bean.
Yeah.
And so at that point, you already removed all the caffeine that's on the bean.
But you don't remove all the.
Well, I mean, the majority. Because ya nomás le queda-
the difference is not that big. Way it's very minute. Like even the light to the dark.
a lot of the oils are burned out.
But yeah, other stuff, flavors. Like what I like to tell people to explain it is like when you go that dark, pues, you're almost like us. Way it's not really Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico anymore. It's just coffee.
Yeah.
And then it's like you burn off a lot of those flavors that make it distinct to its region. So I mean, yeah, the darker roast, yeah, you burn off a little bit caffeine too, but it's like this minute amount que casi ni cuenta type of shit. Where like you're not gonna taste the difference. You're not gonna get a less kick.
I never really hear Ethiopian coffee in conversations. Why is it just not
Yeah.
accessible?
No,
or-
that's the most. That's like the where it
Yeah.
started with. That's where coffee comes from apparently.
But like this conversation was just Colombian, Costa Rica.
Well, because we focus on Latin American
that's
coffee.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it just like
that's our main focus. I mean, we're not closed off to maybe getting some of that, and
we've had some of it, but not for
because Istaza, we're promoting more of the Latin communities or the Latin regions.
But the Otio coffee is, I mean, they're highly regarded, and a lot of blends like the McDonald's blends, the fucking all the little blends everywhere, like big restaurants, even the ones that now like McDonald's has specialty coffee type of thing, and you look at the little, even the list they put on the little wall. There's Ethiopia, fucking Costa Rica, Guatemala, like all the big coffee countries, and they kind of just blend them together. And there's even like Starbucks. You go también on the little rack, they saw Ethiopia, Sumatra, shit like that. And también you'll find a Guatemala, depending what's going way. But they're big coffee countries too, and apparently that's where it started from, Ethiopia way.
Yeah. I mean, depends on who you talk to.
Yeah,
you get the whole vodka, Polish, Russia fucking debate.
Simon.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
that was a lot of coffee talk, eh?
I know. Fucking at the end, like maybe some people be like, you know what, I need me some coffee.
Well, that's the hope.
Yeah.
Esteban's trying to help us out,
setup, Esteban.
Yeah, you're welcome, bro.
Thanks for that 45 minutes
fucking setup and shit.
Infomercial.
Yeah. So don't forget, Raza, get your Istaza coffee.
Now that they know a little bit of the history.
Yeah, and then a little bit more of it, in the sense like, oh, okay, that's the way I thought it was supposed to be.
I just didn't feel like talking anymore, so
so you let it to us. Like, let me ask them something that where they're just gonna won't shut up.
I understand human. They want to talk about what they're into, bro.
I heard Ramon knows how to make tap water coffee. Let me ask him.
Yeah, it's called fucking Pinta coffee, bro. Nah,
Pinta coffee.
Wow, that's toilet water coffee. All
right, Raza. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. I know that I don't know how the echo is in fucking this Toys R Us abandoned warehouse or store, but it sounds pretty good, right?
Sounds pretty good way for an empty fucking Toys R Us.
Yeah. So aquí estamos otra vez de nuevo. If you want to help support the podcast, a review, a share, word of mouth and telling people about it helps out a lot. You can also help us with supporting the podcast with Patreon, buying our merch, supporting our sponsors, reaching out to my grito and telling them, hey, ¿qué onda? Fucking get them a place already. You know?
With AC.
With AC and internet. Because we need internet. Right now we're stealing it off a hotspot from fucking...
someone has open Wi-Fi here somewhere.
So we're taking them from the Spectrum.
So who knows, bro? They're stealing our info right now.
So that's why we find these random places, because we could get a hotspot from somebody or a Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so don't forget, with Manscaped, promo code Chicano Shuffle.
Yeah, House of
Chicano Shuffle.
Istaza Shuffle.
It's just Shuffle. Maybe I'm going to change it with Chicano Shuffle.
Yeah,
make it all
make it all uniform. Thank you again for todo el apoyo, for people, reaching out and letting us know. Thank you. Oh, and the people that bought our shirts.
Oh, yeah, there's a chingo of people bought our shirts.
Yeah,
thank you.
So I know that Melissa from Bend, Oregon, sent us a picture of her rock climbing.
Yeah, send us some pictures, eh?
Yeah, send us some pictures so we can
There's
show
a lot of
some.
shirts out there. We've got like 2 pictures.
Yeah, so we can share them, and like out and about in the street, and or where your daily activities. Send us those pictures. Really appreciate it. We like putting them up and showing them off.
We get excited, bro. We get excited to see them in the wild.
Definitely.
Hey, but tell everybody around you, way.
And even if you haven't bought a recent shirt, if you've had one from the beginning, like if you still have the San Patricios, if you have
fast holes, way, we don't care.
Hey, we don't care. Just send us the pictures. You with your fucking camisa.
Si estás lavando el carro and you use it to dry the fucking windshield, way. Not the other way.
Even with the crusty stain, just show us a picture.
Yeah. If it's that weird shirt that you use,
I don't know.
while you're staring at a door, fuck it. I guess we'll take the picture.
Hey, we can't exclude people, bro.
Friendly will post it up.
Still support.
But those reviews too, also that on Apple or Spotify, those help out too. You guys put them, we'll share them, and it gets a little momentum going.
Oh yeah, and I'm telling you, fucking Spotify too has I guess they call it interactive, but yeah, now you can put like I think the question that it gives you is like something like, what was your favorite moment of this episode type of shit, and you can put in your little response, and then I just whatever pops up, because there's only always 1 or 2 or 0. Pero I thought that was pretty curious too. So
but there's actually people that do that.
You can go on there straight right now when we're done.
That's fucking awesome.
So
dude.
I mean, they put their thing, and then we have to approve it. So I gotta remember to go on there and check. Pero I thought it was pretty cool. So not only can you put the 5 estrellas, but like every episode, you can put what you liked about that episode. With
That's awesome, bro.
or what was
I
your
like
favorite
Yeah.
your favorite part?
So
type
if you
of shit.
listen on Spotify, I mean, might take a minute or two of your time, but we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and como dices este way, a little review on iTunes way, they're a little slow, the reviews, but
Yeah. You
and
know?
fucking tell everybody around you if this fucking
Yeah, because
even if they don't speak Spanish, fuck it, bro.
yeah, because us fucking driving around and trying to find random spots to record, and I'm telling you, we gotta make sure we have Wi-Fi and power.
Yeah,
And
aquí Fernando se está agüitando, güey, que
know.
we're not growing.
I know.
We're not growing, guys. It's hurting my feelings.
Yeah, we're not showers and we're not growers anymore.
Fuck. Fuck.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Fuck, right away. All right, pues raza. Con eso, un chingo de gracias. And hasta la próxima, all right? And al ratos with that, eh? Vámonos, que aquí espantan también, güey.
This fucking Toys R Us is definitely haunted.
Yeah,
güey.
fucking Jeffrey's running
I don't know how
around.
many fucking people slipped on hydraulic fluid here, pero it was plenty.
Fucking the dolls are coming back to life.
Ay, güey, the Chucky dolls. ¿Cómo se llamaban the Chucky dolls?
The good guys?